Welcome to True Crime and Celebrity News. If live breaking news in court trials and following true crime your thing, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you see what you like in my content, please consider giving the content a thumbs up. Welcome to True Crime and Celebrity News. If live breaking news in court trials and following true crime your thing, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you see what you like in my content, please consider giving the content a thumbs up. Welcome to True Crime and Celebrity News. If live breaking news in court trials and following true crime your thing, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you see what you like in my content, please consider giving the content a thumbs up.
Hello. I know I'm early, but I thought being I didn't have to go do the laundry that I'd get on here. Anyways, thank you. This is True Crime and Celebrity News. My name is Ronnie, and today is Thursday, November 13th, 2025. We are continuing the live stream of Devyn Michaels. This is day 6. There's a lot that happens today from what I'm hearing. So we have a pretty long day, except for we can zip right on through the lunches and stuff, because they take that first lunch at 12 o'clock. So, this weekend, I'm going to stream the adopted boy that unalived his foster parents. I'm going to stream that over the weekend. I think that's probably a good one. I hope everyone had a good day. All right, well, let's get into this. I'm excited to get to watching it. All right, here we go.
To first ask you about these samurai swords. There's a little confusion with Detective Ozawa. I believe he didn't know what went on with them. Okay. Can you tell us what you did with those samurai swords?
Sure. So obviously we saw them, and in this case they were something we definitely took note of. We looked at each of the 3 swords. We took them out of the sheaths, so we actually looked at the blades. There was no damage. There was no dents in the blades. The blades weren't bent. We saw no signs of apparent blood on the blade or on the handle or on the sheaths. So we did thoroughly visually inspect the swords, and there was no indication that any of these 3 swords were used as a weapon.
There was also a little confusion with the DNA analyst, and I want to address it with 238. Do you recognize this phone?
Yes, that's the cell phone that Detective Carrie Skinner had.
And 236, got a little glare going, but fair to say there's a crack across the screen?
Yes.
And then with your mouse, do not click, but you can toggle over where you saw the apparent blood.
Okay. So right here you can see it starts right there, and it is swiped up. You can kind of see that movement up there. So that was the area of apparent blood on the thumb.
And so at the bottom, you see kind of a ring.
Yes.
And you're familiar with blood. You've seen a lot of blood in your career.
Yes.
Did this appear to be like a drop of blood?
Yes, it appeared to be a drop of blood that had dried and skeletonized. So that means it dries, and then remnants are kind of left behind. So you can see it was swiped. So it looks like there was a drop of blood, and then something moved through that blood, swiping it across the screen.
What part of this phone did you swab for DNA?
The area where the blood was at.
Not the back of the phone?
No, on my evidence impound, it clearly states the screen was swabbed. The sole purpose of this swab was to collect that blood. So I focused specifically on that area of blood with the swabs.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass it.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. You know, in reference to this purported confusion, we heard from DNA specialist, forensic scientist Elizabeth Papakostas. Do you know her?
No.
Have you ever worked with her?
No.
You've given testimony that you've been involved in hundreds of crime scenes. So through the course of your employment at the Henderson Police Department, you've never worked with Ms. Papakostas?
No, does she work for the Henderson Police Department?
She works with the District Attorney's Office and with Clark County.
Okay, no, not to my knowledge.
No, she doesn't.
She works for Metro. Doesn't she?
Yes.
She's called by the District Attorney's Office in many cases.
She's called by the district attorney's office, but she's not employed by them. She's an employee of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
Okay, no, to my knowledge, I've never worked with her.
She gave testimony yesterday, and would you agree with me that she's qualified to give expert testimony?
Again,
She doesn't know.
don't know her.
I think it's a fair question. I mean, she was submitted and proposed as an expert yesterday.
Well, if she doesn't know her, I don't know what knowledge she has. I mean, you can voir dire her as to how she would have that knowledge, because she testified she doesn't know her.
Do you work with other DNA experts?
We have, no, actually, we send all of our DNA to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for
it would
analysis.
and that's a good point. So is the reason you submit whatever evidence that you collect for analysis to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, is the reason being is they have people that are employed that are experts in reference to the analyzing of evidence that's collected by yourself.
Again, I'm not sure what the definition of expert would be or what their qualifications are to get hired in their position. I would hope and assume that they have hired people that are well qualified, but personally, I can't speak on the behalf of their individual qualifications.
In this case, we've heard that you took a swab from a cell phone, the
Yes.
screen of the cell phone, correct?
Yes.
And then you submitted it for further analysis.
Correct.
And you submitted it for further analysis to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, correct?
Yes, I booked it, and then I believe a detective or my supervisor is the one that filled out the form to request it be analyzed. But I did swab it and book it so that it could be later analyzed.
You've given testimony just moments ago that this was blood on the phone, correct?
Apparent blood.
Apparent blood. And if I told you that Ms. Papakostas testified yesterday that she could not confirm it was blood, do you have any reason to disagree with me?
I also did not confirm it was blood. I just said that the presumptive test of phenolphthalein came back with a positive result, which strongly indicates the presence of it being blood.
What's the percentage?
I'm not sure.
Are you aware of the existence of false positives?
Yes,
Are you aware what may cause a false positive?
not specifically.
So again, open question, correct? You can't give expert testimony concerning that was blood on that screen of this cell phone.
Right, I never said I did. I said it was apparent blood due to my training experience. It appeared to be blood. That, coupled with the positive phenolphthalein test, indicates strongly that it is blood.
But when you say strongly, you can't quantify that, can you?
Correct.
So again, we should leave that to the experts as to whether or not they confirm that it's blood.
Which is why I always refer to it as apparent blood, because apparently it was blood.
In reference to the swabs, there was 2 that you took?
I took 3. 1 was used to do the presumptive test. 2 were actually booked in as evidence.
Okay. And again, you're not aware of what the results were as you sit here today?
Not the confirmatory results. The presumptives that I did personally, I'm aware of those results, but not what the results were passed after I booked them.
Fair to say that there's a presumption, but then you send it to Metro for a confirmation.
Right.
In reference to the swords, you testified last week and you're testifying today that you saw the swords, correct?
Correct.
You acknowledge their existence.
Correct.
You had testified that you looked at the swords and didn't see anything, correct?
Correct.
However, you did not swab the swords. did you?
Correct.
And you did not impound those swords for future evaluations, analysis, correct?
Correct.
So those swords were not submitted to Metro to confirm the absence of blood, correct?
Correct.
They were not submitted to Metro to confirm the absence of any other items of evidentiary value, like DNA, correct?
Correct.
Fair to say that you can't see DNA.
Correct.
Obviously, you are aware that the phone was submitted for a DNA analysis?
I'm aware that the swab that I took was submitted to be analyzed.
Okay. And we've heard testimony concerning that from the expert, Ms. Papakostas. But again, no swabs were submitted for the evaluation in the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's crime lab, correct?
Of the swords, no.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Are you able to see fingerprints on metal surfaces at times?
Yes, occasionally.
And did you inspect every inch of these 3 separate blades to look for potential blood and fingerprints?
Yes, we thoroughly looked at the blades and the handles of the swords to see if I could see anything. So it wasn't just fingerprints, wasn't just blood. I was looking at these swords in their entirety to see if I noticed anything.
Had you seen anything, those would have been impounded?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Did you document, you prepared a report, a crime scene analyst report in reference to the steps that you took, the investigative steps you took, correct, at the Porcupine Rim?
Not the investigative steps. I wrote a report documenting what we did. So pretty much what the scene consisted of and the photos that I took and then what I impounded.
Did you, and having done hundreds of crime scenes, I've reviewed hundreds of crime scenes, I'm assuming you've done several over the last 2 years, correct?
Yes.
Did you review that report in preparation for your testimony in this case?
Yes.
You'd agree with me, you did not lay out any steps that were taken in reference to the preservation or the analysis of any evidence that may have been on those swords, correct?
No, that's not what we put in our reports.
So you didn't put anything, correct? In
Can you
reference to the
rephrase that?
reports, the steps that you took.
No, we do not document the steps that we take in our reports.
In your reports, you did not document looking at the swords, correct?
No.
You didn't document, I think, saying looking over every inch of the swords for fingerprints, correct?
No.
You didn't document any of that.
No.
I have no further questions.
Well, you didn't document it in writing, but you documented by photography, correct?
Correct. I took pictures of the swords. I don't document everything that I've looked at in an entire house. That would be, I wouldn't even begin to know how to document every single thing that I look at on a full house in every room, and so no.
So as an example, if you take photos of a crime scene and you're looking for a big item like a head, I would presume that pursuant to that search warrant, you're opening every container, looking through every trash can and all that.
Yes.
We don't necessarily see photography of the trash can dumped out on the ground, but you testify under oath, this is what I observed and saw, and you have expectations through your agency, correct?
Right, and I didn't write that I didn't find a head, so it's the same token.
Got it, thank you.
Yes. In reference to your preservation of whatever evidence you say you saw or didn't see, that's it. We don't have any photographs of the blades of the swords, do we?
Correct, because they weren't really an evidence that we took note of once we saw it. Had there been anything of note, we would have taken pictures of it.
You didn't book these for further analysis. You already testified to that,
Correct.
For the record, Mr. Yossi, what exhibit is that?
It states Exhibit 659. You did document a white table in the garage of the Porcupine residence, correct?
I don't recall specifically focusing on a white table.
So there are things that you may have done or not done and you can't recall as you sit here.
I take overall pictures of the rooms in the house, so I take pictures normally from at least 4 angles, all 4 corners of the rooms looking at it, so just because there is a picture of a white table doesn't mean I necessarily focus in on it. Maybe there was something on top of it, or a lot of times I'll take pictures of things on tables or nightstands because I don't necessarily know what's in play or what we're going to find. So I'll take a picture of, say, a table or a nightstand, and then the detectives do their search. And so then if they say, oh, I found this item of evidence on this table, I likely have a picture of the table so we can likely see that evidence that they later found on that table.
But right now, you've been testifying concerning steps that you took specifically in reference to these swords, correct?
You've asked me multiple questions
Yes.
about them, yes.
As has the
Correct,
prosecutor,
yes.
Correct. And then I asked you about this table, and you don't really have a recollection of what you did or what you didn't do in reference to the white table in the garage.
I don't specifically remember doing anything with a white table. If it's in a picture, it's because it was there and I took a picture of the garage.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Do the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, ma'am, you are excused.
Thank you.
Very much for your testimony here today. Statement on your next witness.
Clinton Campbell?
action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes. And officer, please state your full name and then spell it correctly.
My name is Clinton Campbell, Clinton Campbell.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a detective with the Henderson Police Department. I work as a digital forensics examiner in the lab.
What does a digital forensics examiner do?
Conducts digital forensics on electronic devices.
And can you explain generally the process by which you do that?
Yes. Most of the devices we encounter are cell phones, and we'll get a cell phone from an investigator or a scene, and then take that cell phone to our lab to conduct an examination on it.
Okay. Have you received specialized education and training in order to do what you do?
Yes, I have.
And can you describe that briefly for the jury?
Yes. I attended courses at the National Computer Forensics Institute, which is put on by the Secret Service. It's a facility in Alabama where they train in digital forensics. With that training, I received certification through Celebrite as a certified operator and a certified physical analyst. I also received a certification with Magnet Forensics as a certified examiner, and I'm also a certified examiner with NW3C, which is the National White Collar Crime Center.
Okay. So the jury understands you and other detectives divide up duties when it comes to a large investigation such as this. Is that right?
Typically, yes.
In this particular case, Detective Luke Good kind of focused in on the CDR or call detail record mapping stuff. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yep.
Detective Spangler handled the Burla mapping, correct?
Yes.
And what was your main role in this investigation?
I conducted examinations on the cellular devices.
And so I want to ask you generally, when you receive items of evidence, do you document that?
Yes,
And you essentially create your own report,
correct.
and then that report ends up getting copy and pasted or whatever into like a main officer's report.
Yes.
And in this particular case, how many devices did you receive for examination?
I don't recall. I'd have to see.
With looking at the main report, refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Page 7. Doesn't have page numbers on it, but I counted them last time. May I approach?
Yes.
So starting down here, you see your name there?
Yes.
You need your readers?
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Does that refresh your recollection as to the totality of number of devices? And you can keep going if you need to.
Yeah. Yes, there were 11 devices. I also conducted an examination on the router at the residence.
Okay.
So technically 12 devices.
Technically 12 devices. So, in looking at this report, does it appear to be consistent with what you initially documented and then provided to Detective Ozawa?
Yes.
So with that in mind, I'm going to go through the devices you received and just have you acknowledge yes or no, did you receive them, okay?
Okay.
Samsung Galaxy Z Fold cell phone,
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy Note 8 cell phone,
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy A52 5G cell phone,
Yes.
Apple iPad 6 tablet,
Yes.
LG GBX ThinQ cell phone,
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy A52 5G cell phone, another one,
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy Tab A tablet,
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus cell phone,
Yes.
Samsung Galaxy S5 cell phone,
Yes.
a Lenovo tablet,
Yes.
and HP laptop.
Yes.
Okay. And so when you receive all of these devices, is it you and you alone that starts to analyze them, or are you working in tandem?
We'll work in tandem typically.
Okay.
Just depends on the duties that are happening at the time.
What types of tools are you using to analyze these different types of devices?
We use hardware and software that's made to analyze the devices, and specifically we'll use like gray key or magnet forensics devices and software, as well as Celebrite.
And are you trained in all of those different softwares and hardwares?
Yes.
Is Celebrite the main one that's used for cell phones?
Yes.
And was that done in this case?
Yes.
So, of the 11 devices, did I ask you in preparation for this trial a few weeks ago to go through and see which devices were active during an operative time period?
Yes.
And did you then narrow the devices down to those that were active during August 6, 2023, around 9 or 10 p.m. up until about 9 a.m. on August 7th of 2023?
Yes.
And did you narrow that down to 3?
I did.
May I approach?
Yes.
Before court today, did you and I and the defense attorney and their digital forensics expert sit down and go through a whole bunch of exhibits that we're both going to be addressing?
Yes.
You recognize these 3?
Yes.
This would be 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
And are these downloads from those 3 devices you narrowed down to active during the time period?
Yes.
I move for the admission of those.
What are the numbers?
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, 6, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
4, 5, and 6 will be amended.
Thank you. Permission to publish?
Commissioner granted.
Publishing 4. So in Exhibit 4, we have item number 2, note 8, Johnathan timeline. Is that correct?
Yes.
When you add the title item number 2, is that 2 on that list of all the 11?
Correct.
Okay. And then it says note 8. What does that mean?
That is the model of the device.
And then it says Johnathan timeline.
Yes.
So when you go into Celebrite, Celebrite hardware plugs into the actual phone itself, correct?
Yes.
And then that hardware and software extract the contents of the device.
Yes.
When you extract the contents, are you attempting to extract every possible thing on that phone?
Yes.
It's like a little computer, right?
Correct.
So you're trying to get everything from it, and then you can focus on different categories, et cetera, once you've taken everything from it.
Yes.
And in this particular case, with this exhibit 5, we've narrowed the timeline a bit because I would imagine that small computer has a whole lot of stuff on it.
Yes. Yes.
And so here we have 5 subfolders. And before we get into them, I want to ask you, why do you title it Johnathan? Are you able to go into a device and determine ownership?
Yes.
How do you do that?
By looking at the data that comes from the device, typically there's an owner will assign a name to it or an email, and we'll use that information.
Okay, and so you confirmed this was the Johnathan device, correct?
Yes.
So 5 separate folders. I'm going to start with call log. And I open that up just for the jury, since they're going to have this in the back. What does this PDF mean to these folders up here?
So the folders that are included with the PDF are dependencies or folders that are needed to open hyperlinks that are in the PDF. So if there's a photo or some other link that you need to open, then in the PDF you can open it straight from the PDF, but it's in those folders.
Okay. And so the PDF starts with on page 1, or it is 1 page, I apologize, call logs.
I figure I better stop at some point. I was listening to this. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing those links. I know Son likes to watch stuff like that too, where they're like building, and especially the island. So he will really be interested in that. And Vicki Bayless is a very talented author and storyteller. She has experts from a few of her books under the playlist. Okay. I'm going to check out the ones from Canada, the Homestead. I'm going to check out those ones first. That's the ones really interested in those. Anyways, thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're on the replay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So, it was a pretty long day. I think they went through a lot of witnesses. But Devyn, they do show her interrogation video, so that's going to be interesting. Maybe we'll put it on a little faster speed because they do talk really slow. If it's too fast, let me know, Cindy, and I'll turn it and I'll slow it back down. I just put it on 1.25. We'll see how that is.
Correct?
Yes.
And this shows, this first one in column 1, or I should say in row 1, says 8/7/23, 7:24:50 a.m. You see that?
Yes.
And it says UTC -7. Does that mean that this exhibit is already adjusted out of UTC time?
Correct.
So this should be our Pacific Daylight Time, accurate time on the date in question.
Yes.
And it shows some missed calls here.
Yes.
And then it says like the name, one's a private number, one's mom, another's mom. Then we get into Tracy Willette, private number, Tracy Willette. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. And so when I close out of this, why are these folders included in the exhibit basically?
They're typically included when the report is created, so that if there's any data that or hyperlinks that need to be linked, they would be in that folder.
Okay. And so this one looks like just a random or generic image.
Yeah.
So, but anything that's relevant to the PDF is contained up here.
Yes.
Could be audio, could be photo, could be any number of things.
Yes.
Okay. Let me close out of that. Move on to Exhibit 6. For the record, this says item number 3A52 Devier timeline, correct?
Yes.
Then inside, oh, looks like the same title. And then we have several subfolders here, all associated with the Devier phone, correct?
Yes.
Let's start with messages. So again, inside the message folder, there's a PDF, and then there's 3 subfolders, right?
Yes.
All right. And so this would be, the PDF, I'm sorry, would be the messages that you extracted from the phone during the operative time period.
Yes.
All in chronological order, not pulling stuff out of it, correct?
Correct.
Like not picking and choosing, it's just, it's a line,
Yeah.
a timeline.
Yeah. From one time frame to the next.
Got it. And then again, whatever is up here would be associated with the PDF in that exact folder.
Yes.
You have web history, UFDR location, searches, messages, locations, images, call log, and audio, correct?
Yes.
When it comes to, if the jury sees these folders that say locations or UFDR locations, explain to them, is that something that you rely upon to determine the phone's location or not?
Not necessarily. When it comes to locations, the way that the Celebrite software pulls those out, it will pull from multiple databases. And some of those locations won't be as reliable as others because of how they're obtained by the device. For instance, if you have locations that have to do with navigation, those are going to be more accurate than ones that have to do with like a weather app or something like that. So some of the locations, the time stamps may not be accurate. So it's hard to take every single location we get in these reports as, gold. We have to be careful. And Celebrite actually provides a document that shows which databases are more reliable than others.
Okay. So I'm going to row 43, just picking a random one here. August 7th at 4:18 a.m. There is a latitude and longitude over here, correct?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. So I'm going to be able to access here. Because I'm on here. Okay. So I'll get this. Okay. Well, let's do it this way. In preparation for this case, I asked you if you were able to determine from this where this Devyn device was throughout the night and into the morning of August 7th. Do you remember that?
I do.
And there are a bunch of GPSs, and we had a discussion about spot checking them and putting them into maps.
Yes.
Fair to say that there is not a single location in this phone away from the Porcupine Rim address during the operative time frame I've been discussing.
The time frame being 10 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Yes.
And this is, yeah, that's correct. Yes.
Devyn device.
Yes.
So if you put in that lat long, it's going to show it at the Porcupine Rim.
Yes.
But what you're telling the jury is that that's not necessarily as reliable as you would like to rely on.
Correct.
So when it comes to location data, even though it shows them the Porcupine Rim all night, they need to be relying on the CDR cell towers for location.
It's a second verification, yes.
Okay. And if the jury wants, they can just check these on a map.
Yes, they could.
Latin law.
Yes.
In this particular device, did I ask you to look at this device and see if you could tell whether the person who had this device was using it throughout the night into the morning hours that we've described?
Yes.
Were you able to see if there was active use on the phone?
There was some, yes.
What was that?
There was some Instagram use. There were messages, I think, sent. That's what I can recall right now.
Okay. So are there going to be artifacts on a phone if, for example, if someone leaves a phone alone, goes somewhere else, and that phone receives, say, an email in the background, is that going to show as received?
It can show on the phone, yes.
Okay. But you do have ways, for example, with Instagram to see if someone's actively using the device.
Depending on what database that data comes from that you're looking at.
And with this exhibit, this Devyn phone, this device, was it in use, like active use, not passive use?
At certain points, yes.
Throughout the evening
Yes.
and into the morning?
I don't recall the time frames for into the morning.
Can you look at, where can I go to show you, or to verify? Was it the web history?
Well, these are just specific to the time frame, and we pulled out just the messages, just the searches. So I don't. You'd have to pull up the UFDR report to see some of that other stuff.
And the UFDR report is actually the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to pause there. We're going to have a break, and we might do that a
Okay.
little bit later, so let's move on. Going now to exhibit 4. That says item number 1, Z-fold Devyn timeline, correct?
Yes.
This particular device, did you actually download this 2 times?
I only downloaded it once.
You being your team?
Yes.
What was the purpose of doing it twice? Like, why would you have to do it twice?
I'm not sure on why the detective wanted to do that, but I could assume.
Okay, well, I don't want you to assume, but fair to say you're asked to check it once up until August 7th when the phone is seized,
Yes.
and then you're asked again to do it all the way up until August 16th or so?
Yes.
Okay. So within this folder, we have a whole bunch of subfolders yet again, correct?
Yes.
And this would include messages, locations, images, calls, and call logs, audio, UFDR locations, web history, correct?
Yes.
And so as an example, let's go to the call log. Once again, in that subfolder, you have a PDF and then some supporting folders, correct?
Yes.
So with this particular device, I'm going to jump down to rows 17 to 18. Or no, let me back up. To So let's start with 10:58 p.m. That appears to be an outgoing call to Devier at 10:58.
Yes.
Then there's a bunch of these Michaels home incoming. Does that mean this phone is receiving calls from Michaels home?
Yes.
11:11:40, 11:12, 11:13, 11:13, 11:14. You see those?
Yes.
And these are missed calls.
Yes.
Okay, I probably should pause anyways. So you don't see the screen with the trees and stuff? Darn it. I was all excited about it. Yeah, I was just thinking about that Christmas one. I don't want to offend anyone that would come in here and they don't celebrate Christmas. I was just thinking about that. I probably shouldn't. Yeah, isn't that cool? I think it's cool. But I get excited over the littlest things. So it is. It's like calming. You know, you're just going through the forest. I was thinking maybe those trees are from Canada. Doesn't Canada have really nice, pretty white trees like that? They ain't from Iowa, that's for sure. All our leaves, the leaves are almost off the trees now. Yeah, maybe I'll see what other people do with their live. I don't know. All right. Yeah, those trees like that I'm seeing on the screen right now, they are up north, huh? Well, a lot farther north than me, because I don't think we have those in Iowa. Not so pretty like that. Those are almost like a white bark. Oh, balsam trees. Okay. Yeah, they're really pretty. I like them. All right. Here we go.
11:16, 11:18, 11:20. You see those?
Yes.
Some of those went to voicemail.
Yes.
Can you hear it?
Some were, and none of them appear to be answered, correct?
Correct.
And I'm going to keep scrolling. All missed up until 11:59 p.m., correct?
Yes.
And then at 6:54 a.m., there is an answered call from a unsaved number, I guess, 485-5180, correct?
Yes.
That would be outgoing.
Yes.
And then an outgoing call to Johnathan Willette at 7:24 a.m.
Yes.
And it says answered.
Yes.
At 8:13 a.m., outgoing call to Johnathan Willette, and it says answered.
Yes.
These are all the supporting files, correct?
Yes.
And that would be the same for any of these folders that the jury would like to open.
Correct.
At some point last week, did I send you a bunch of DFL Celebrite reports that the defense had provided me for you to verify?
Yes.
And did you in fact verify those they're from the phone, they're from the devices, they're actually contained within the devices?
Yes.
Mike, I'm going to be sure. And just for the record, the things you reviewed started with defense A through Z2, and you and the defense attorney, myself, and their expert went back and verified these in the background before trial.
Yes.
There are a couple of very specific items I asked you to look into. Is that right?
Yes.
There was a suggestion that there was a gun photo on Devier's phone from August 7th. You remember that?
Yes.
And did I ask you to look into that and say, hey, was Devier looking at a gun photo on August 7th or creating one? You remember that?
I do remember
And
that.
did you create a separate report for that?
Yes.
Showing you 651. Does that appear to be the 6-hour photos that we referenced?
Yes.
And Judge, I move for the admission of 651.
In addition?
We could approach briefly.
Yes.
I feel like we've gone through these pictures of these phones like 100 times. I swear to God. Like, they're just keep repeating. And the last trial that we watched, they kept repeating the same thing over and over and over. The Matthew Paul, I don't know if you watched that one or not, Cindy, but it was like just going over the same thing constantly. All right. Hey, don't forget, thanks for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're on the replay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here.
This is with specific regard to a gun photo that I provided to you that was provided to me by the defense.
Yes.
I move the admission of 664.
Any objection to 651?
No, Your Honor.
654 being made.
Thank you. So showing you the second image there, this one is the image in question, correct?
Yes.
It's purported to be Devier on August 7th, but you actually researched that, correct?
Yes.
What are we seeing here?
So I placed that photo in Google Images so that I could do a reverse search, and it was on several different websites. This one was one of them. It's like a concealed carry website where they're advertising.
Okay. And what does cache data mean?
So applications will cache photos into folders or databases so that you can see them later more quickly. If you're familiar with like internet cookies, it's the same similar concept where it'll fill a folder with photos. For instance, if you're scrolling on Instagram, it will cache photos that you may not have gotten to yet in that feed, so that when you get there, or if you have a poor signal, you'll be able to see those faster.
So fair to say that this particular image is not an image captured on Devier's device on August 7th of 2023.
Yeah, it was in a cache folder.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you 667.
My kid would have a field day with that exhibit number. You recognize this?
Yes.
This is one that was prepared just in the back with defense counsel and their expert. Is that right?
Yes.
I move for the admission of 667.
Any objection to 667?
No, your objection.
Okay, 667 will be made.
Fair to say this is a text conversation between Devyn Willette and whom? Is this the one with Dad?
1536.
Let me just go back.
Yeah.
Dad?
Yes.
And this is several pages. The jury will have it if they want to look through it. But there were some text messages referenced on the very last page, 37. Where apparently Dad is finding out Devier is married to the defendant. Does that look about right?
Yes.
And then there's a last text between them was July 2nd of 23, and it's to Devier, Dad saying, hey.
Yes.
Did you want that? We moved the admission of 608.
Any objection
It's
to
just a hey.
608?
I don't know why it's.
Any objection to 608?
No, Your Honor.
608 will be admitted?
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you 614. Recognize that?
Yes.
And is that an image from the defendant's phone?
Yes.
The Devyn phone?
Yes.
Move to the admission of 614.
Any objection to 614?
No, Your Honor.
614 will be admitted?
That's just one of many family-type photos.
Yes.
Showing you already admitted 431. Have you ever seen this image before?
Yes.
Okay. This was suggested to be an injury. Did you look into this phone and do some research on whether or not that was an old healed injury?
Yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you states 665. You recognize that?
Yes.
What does that appear to be?
Photos of a hand injury.
Okay.
Move to the admission of 665.
Any objection to 665?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
665 will be admitted?
And just for the record, I'm putting back up 431. That was the right hand first two knuckles, the pointer finger and the middle finger, correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to jump to, well, let's start with page 1. You find some images where Devyn had a pretty significant injury to those fingers,
Yes.
and the dates associated with those photos?
I can't read that on the screen. Sorry. December 5th of 2022.
We've got some digger photos just to show you. So page 7, page 8, see that?
Yes.
Fair to say pretty significant gashes to the pointer finger and the middle finger at the knuckle.
Yes.
There's actually some medical paperwork too.
Yes.
December 19th, 2022 is the date. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Your exhibit you, I gave him your exhibits.
What do you mean?
And you was not included in that stack, so she's still getting that.
It is admitted.
No, he was not included.
So would it be in or not admitted?
Information of what?
What is this?
L is through you.
L through U, any objection?
No, Judge.
Okay, with L through U will be admitted?
I took a picture of it, Cindy, because I'm going to share it to my Facebook also. Is that okay? I have a lot of friends that are like in Florida, Texas, places like that. So hopefully I can get some to donate to your thing. I have to remember to stop every once in a while. I always forget because I feel like people are listening and they don't want to hear me. So I took a picture of it and hopefully I can bring it up from my phone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I don't know, it just feels weird being on this late because usually I'm getting ready to go to bed. All right, here we go.
Sorry for the confusion. So, defense L through U is a conversation that I think the jury has seen part of this. Liar, cheater, liar, cheater.
Yes.
Who is this conversation between?
This is between Devyn and Devere.
And then there's a bunch of stuff, on and on, relationship stuff. And it ends at U, it says clearly not cheating.
Yes.
What's the date and time on that?
I can't see it,
Let
sorry.
me zoom.
8/5/23 at 5 a.m.
Okay. That's not the last text in that chain, correct?
No.
Showing you exhibit 666.
Yes.
This includes the last text on that chain, correct?
Yes.
I've moved the admission of 666. No objection.
666 will be a minute.
So, on page 1, this is the liar cheater stuff, right?
Yes.
I want a divorce, a bunch of back and forth. Keep your alcohol. I'll see you when I'm off. Don't bother. It's not a bother. I really am over this. Honestly, sounds like a personal problem. Just relationship stuff, right?
Yes.
And then at the end, what we see is that conversation goes on. Some cheating accusations and stuff, right?
Yes.
And I want to focus in on this last one. What are we looking at here?
It's a message sent on 8/6/23 at 10:36 p.m. from Devier to Devyn's device. Says, "See you when you get back. I'm going to sleep. Girls are in the living room."
At 10:36 p.m. on August 6th of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I will pass the witness. You're going to remove your question.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we cross-examine this witness, we are going to take our recess. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case or its merits, either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication or social media. You must not read, watch, listen, news, or media accounts or commentary about this case. You must not do any research, such as consulting dictionaries, using the internet, or using any reference materials. You must not make any investigation, test the theory of the case, recreate any aspect of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own. You must not form or express anything regarding this case or its facts to you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, that lady talks so fast. Woo! My head was spinning. I couldn't mute her fast enough. Ugh. Like, wow. I don't understand why she wants to talk so fast. But I think they're taking their lunch first. Okay, Cindy, I'll email you here in a minute. Yeah, I think they took their lunch first. Remember, because they started at 11 and they took their lunch at noon. Come on. Jeez, they took a long lunch. Well, at least we get to zoom right on through, right? Yeah. So what do we think so far? Yeah, she talks way fast. I said last night she should have been an auctioneer, but I think being a judge was probably a better choice. At least she went to college, right? She's like, and I'm like, oh my God. Slow down, lady. This isn't a race. We aren't in a race. I was going to turn my camera on tonight, but I got my burn airing out. Y'all don't want to see that. It's a sight, let me tell you. Oh, and it hurts. It hurts so bad. But it's healing, I think. I'm going to cover it tonight when I go to bed. Yeah, if she ever needs a side hustle, just go on and be an auctioneer. She'd be good at it. She'd definitely get the job done. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're on the replay, please like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate anyone who watches the live or comes and chit chats with me. Got Cindy here. And Kathy's here. She's in the background. She watched the trial today already, so she just couldn't wait for me to go live, because then she could have avoided all the lunches and breaks and sidebars and all that other stuff. All right. I really don't have much more to say. Hopefully they start talking about stuff that I'm like really, really interested in, because this phone stuff, man, I swear we've been through it already.
All rise for the jury. Please be seated, Your Honor. The jury's all present and accounted. We are back on the record in C-377-239, City Governor Devyn Michaels. In the record, reflected Ms. Michaels is present, Judge Harvey, Deputy District Attorney on behalf of the state, you both prosecutors, your presence, my jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And ladies and gentlemen, jury, I do apologize for the delay, but as I told you in the preliminary instructions, if we have to delay, it's only because we're trying to make things smooth before you guys on the back end. So I apologize you have to wait now, but hopefully that alleviates you having to wait on the back end. But if you guys are in any way frustrated about your wait times, please hold that against me and not against either of the parties. But I do apologize on behalf of the court for the delay in bringing you guys back from lunch. Mr. Harvey, are you prepared for your cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Detective, I just remind you that you are still under oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, Detective Campbell. I'm going to start with just a few things that were touched on your direct from the state. This slide was brought up, and it sounded like, and I believe we reviewed it, it was a report that you generated at the direction of the District Attorney's Office, correct?
Yes.
We referenced it, the defense had referenced it in their opening statement. It says that it was modified on 8/7, is that correct?
Yes.
I don't think the state was trying to mislead you, but what was testified to what was brought up about this is that it was accessed or looked at that day. Is that what that time says?
Not necessarily. Accessed by the device, yes.
Okay. So it could have been accessed that morning and that time, correct?
Yes.
And that's what that shows.
Yes.
It wasn't made that day. It was just
No.
okay. Now, there's a few things I want to go to, and I know that we've talked about how we've stipulated and gone through a lot of these things, but one of the things that was brought up yesterday in the crime scene with Detective Ozawa was collection of evidence. And you were given a list of electronics to go through and examine, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever examine an Xbox,
No.
a Nintendo Switch?
No.
I'm pulling up, and I have a thumb drive here that the exhibits on here have been stipulated to, so I don't know if I should be referring to this as, what number or letter would this be?
It's your next in line?
Yes, we have a thumb drive. Instead of having all the exhibits for the jury to hold on time, I just put them all in one so they can access it.
Next one would be B4.
B4. Thank you. So on B4, I have a bunch of, let me go back here a little bit. I've got a bunch of files that we're just going to go through, and these are things that have been provided to the defense, and our own experts looked at this. It's stuff that was on the phones. So right here, there's this is a text message chain with Devier, and it looks like potentially some of his friends. I'm trying to make this a little bit bigger because I know it's a little bit smaller up there.
Thank you.
And the name of this chat, it says Legend of Dick Combat. This is something that you haven't seen, right? I mean, you saw it previously today, but this is not something you have to examine.
Correct.
This was on his phone between his friends talking about their gaming. Is that what it seems to be?
Yes.
So, Devier is known to be a gamer from the messages that we saw on the phone between him and Devyn, but you were never asked by Detective Ozawa or anyone to analyze an Xbox about anything.
No.
When you're going through the text messages of Devier, I know that they said that they wanted you to look at Johnathan Willette, Devyn Michaels, and Devyn Michaels, but was there anyone else that you were asked to focus on?
No.
And just kind of along the same lines of the Xbox, do you recognize these at all?
Just from what I saw previously today.
And if I told you they were from Devyn's cell phone showing Devier playing Xbox and that he was a big gamer, would you have any reason to disagree with me?
No.
And there's even more messages that we got from Miss Michaels' phone from the Celebrite extraction, talking about the video game. Because obviously it seems like he was a big gamer from reviewing all these messages, correct?
Yes.
Now, in going through the text messages, were you asked to look at the conversations between Devyn and Johnathan?
Yes.
And I apologize, I'm just going through the files that are on this thumb drive that's on B4. And I'll say the name of the file on this, and I apologize. It's Devyn and Johnathan Cordial Conversations PDF. So I'm actually going to go down a little bit here. It's kind of a long file. I think there's 200 and some pages on this extraction that was created. Now, who would this, from what you're seeing, who would this be to? Can you tell which parties are which?
Just by the phone number. A lot of times the names or whatever they put in the phone. But the 9242 phone number to someone else, I'm not sure.
Okay, and if I told you that these are messages between Devyn and Johnathan, do you have any reason to disagree with me?
No.
Just on this message from 8/2/2023. I'm doing good, trying to hustle at $50 someday or somehow today. I have Saturday for sure, but need gas. It's 2 trips to Las Vegas, to St. Rose. I also have turf next week. And then also I'm getting up early to get the girls used to getting up for school. You see that?
Yes.
And what was the date of that one?
August 2nd, 23 at 8:18 a.m.
What's his name?
On another one on August 2nd, I'm gonna have good things happen for me today. It's just early. And it looks like she responds, great things. Correct?
Yes.
And that's around the time, you said 10:03 in the morning?
Yep, same day at 10:03, yes.
I'm going to jump around a little bit because this will go back to the jury and they'll be able to see these conversations. So on 10/2, later on that day, that evening, It looks like a list on, ribs, crab legs. It looks like maybe like a dinner list or food that they're getting.
Yes.
And then, they ask what kind of drinks, and they're talking about getting Coca-Cola is what it looks like, some kind of sodas.
Yes.
No kind of crazy fighting text from just your observation of these text messages, right?
Not in these that I've seen. No.
And this is Devyn Michael or a Devyn medical activity file on the thumb drive. So if I zoom in on this, do you know which phone this came from?
I don't see it in here. It says it's an SD card backup. I believe that was from Devyn's phone.
Okay. And on this kind of, I zoomed in a little bit. I forget that those ones are a little, looks like a picture of Miss Michaels in the hospital.
Yes.
Looks like some medical records of her going to the hospital.
Yes.
I'll zoom out here a little bit. There's just a few more. And that's what that looks like. Those came from her phone, correct?
Yes.
Now I'm going between Devyn and Devier. And who does this look like? I'm sorry, yeah, Devyn and Devier. These messages were previously addressed by the state, but we put them in here for the jury to have easier access to them. But do you know what number that came from, that top one? Liar, cheater, liar, cheater?
It doesn't look like it shows here.
Let me go down a little bit and pull. See if we get the extraction one. There you go. Does it say there?
Yes.
And that's Devier's phone?
Devier's phone, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Counsel, can we just clarify who sent it?
That was Devyn to Devier.
Okay.
Now I'm clicking on Johnathan and Devier text. This appears to be the extraction from Devier, or the exchange between Johnathan and Devier, correct?
Yes.
And it goes on for a while, because it starts back on, this extraction starts back on October of 2021, correct?
Yes.
And then it goes all the way down to looks like July 2nd of 2023.
Yeah.
And the last file on this is the messages between Johnathan and Yoko. Is that what those numbers look like up there in this exchange? I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of moving it fast.
No.
Yoko.
Yeah. I'm sorry, yes.
And this goes all the way up to July of 29 of 2023.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
That last message. All right. Now, I'm not going to go to the jury with all the exhibits that you said. They'll have an opportunity to look back at them, and we may touch on them later on. But what I'd like to do is, in your investigation, you weren't at the crime scene, were you?
I was.
Okay, and then was it you that takes inventory of what to grab, or does someone tell you?
That time someone told me.
Okay, that time meaning when you were out there, or when they came to your office and said, hey, go through all of these?
Meaning since that time, we've gone to scenes to collect devices ourselves.
Okay.
And have input on what gets collected.
So when you show up to the scene, do you have an idea of what's going on, or do they just say some devices need to be looked at or collected, and you're going to take them back and look at them?
So in this particular instance, I was called just to go and do a router interrogation. So I had no input or had no idea what other devices were there.
Were you given any details of the incident before arriving?
Yes.
On the router, that was a Cox panoramic router, correct? Sound
Yes.
about right?
Yes.
During that interrogation, you took photos of the device and you collected the router logs that were stored.
Yes.
And you took photos of that?
I don't recall if I took photos of the logs or if I just collected the logs themselves. But I took photos of the router.
You didn't, okay. And the evidence law or the logs, were those given to Detective Ozawa, or do you make the determination on what's important and give it to Detective Ozawa?
I don't recall if they were given to Detective Ozawa. Normally I would, yes, but I don't recall in this case if they were.
And if I told you, let me see here. In your report, in the 18-page report authored by Detective Ozawa, let's see here. I'll give you a page number here in a second. Court's indulgence. I think it's just this order.
Oh, I thought it was muted.
So it says that you collected the data logs for Detective Ozawa, and that's what you did, correct?
Yes.
And did you discuss that with him, or the findings of those?
I don't recall for sure. I probably did.
I want you to guess, but you don't remember having any significant conversation with him.
I don't.
Fair to say that the router didn't have much on it for you to go back and tell Detective Ozawa.
That's correct.
Now,
You know, I've been noticing that in this trial, they seem to have forgotten a lot. The swords possibly could be blood on the phone. They're not sure. Allegedly, it is. We don't know where the head is. I mean, this trial is a mess. Maybe they should have went back and looked at things before they brought this to trial. Granted, she's probably guilty, but we still have a missing head. We need to know where the head is. And I don't think she did it. No way that a 5'3" woman is going to do that to anyone's body. It's just not going to happen. Maybe the son / husband / stepson did it because he didn't like his dad, and he didn't want his dad moving back in with Devyn and his daughters. You know, I don't know why they didn't look more into the son. That's just crazy. Crazy to me.
when we get into all the devices, there's 11 devices plus the router, so there was 12.
Yes.
I want to clear up a few things. You talked about the UFDR is the complete file, or download of the phone.
Yes.
Now, the UFDR, is that something that when you extract the phone, you get that and that's the whole thing, or is that something you are focusing on?
No, the UFDR is like a full report of all the data from the phone.
Is a UFDR different from a UD or UFD?
I'm not sure.
The UFDR it's a reader, right? Like you put in it all and it spits out what you are kind of looking for, right? So if it's a certain phone, certain things, it's marked for you, correct?
What do you mean by marked?
When you put it in, when you track the phone, and then you put it into the Celebrite, and then do you click on what you want, or is it just a whole thing and then you decide what to do?
There are different settings in the Celebrite software, but where you can, after it's processed everything in Physical Analyzer, you can create a UFDR report. You can change that by time frame if you want, or include just specific things.
And then was your UFDR, was it one that you would change the settings on, or was it a full one?
It was a full one.
Okay. Now, when you go through your findings on these phones, you give it to Detective Ozawa to review.
Yes.
Is there any other follow-up on the phone? Or let me go back. You go through the phones, you tell Detective Ozawa, and that's it, right?
Normally, yes.
If in a complete investigation, wouldn't a detective like Detective Ozawa want to go further deep in it, or does he just trust what you have to say?
No. So typically, we'll create that report of the entire of data from the phone. we'll give that to the investigator, and the investigator will go through and look for the evidence that they need.
Do you know if Detective Ozawa went through this?
I don't know.
Court's indulgence. In your report to Detective Ozawa, it states what you did, but I'm kind of hitting on this is that it's his job to follow up, and if there's anything more that he wants, he's got to. It's up to him, correct?
Yes.
Any more artifacts, meaning the things that potentially could be left out of a report, or if there's anything that he, goes through?
Yes.
And did he ever do that with any of the devices?
I don't know.
Why would we even think he knew?
Do you remember going through the HP laptop?
Yes.
Anything of any evidentiary value on there?
No.
And so Detective Ozawa, when he went through his investigation, as far as you know, he just used your report to come to his conclusions or direct his investigation, correct?
Yes.
He never came back and asked for any kind of follow-up or anything more that he needed from you?
I don't remember. I know that we, to prepare for trial, I started assisting in going through the devices, and so, but I don't recall if back initially if there was any, collaboration between him and I.
Court's indulgence. No further questions, Your Honor. Pass it, miss.
I don't know why they get so angry.
Sir, does the system collect deleted messages?
It can, yes.
Would examination of the home router show activity for the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox?
Most of the activity that on this router and specifically, and on most routers, is it just shows connected devices. The other logs are like system logs and that don't really give us much information.
You have any other questions? Captain, any questions? Ladies and gentlemen, do you have any further questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, sir, you are excused. Thank you very much for your testimony here today.
Thank you.
Can counsel approach?
I wonder who the next witness will be. I got to be listening in because I can never hear them say their name.
Detective, with regard to the router at home, you said it logs connected devices.
Yes.
If I have a router at my home, my line connects to it, it's going to show connected consistently, correct?
Yes,
If my device is at home.
Yes.
So there's not really much information you can glean from the router.
correct.
Thank you.
Any follow-up, Mr. Rodriguez, on the jury question?
Yes, just briefly. Do you remember where the router was that you interrogated? What address it was?
I don't remember it was on Polidura.
Did you conduct a router search at Porcupine?
I never went to that residence.
No further questions.
Any follow-up? No, thank you. Do you, ladies and gentlemen, do you have any further questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no, Sir Moore, excuse this time. Thank you very much for your testimony here today.
Thank you.
Can I take?
Your Honor, just real quick, may I admit this?
Yes, Mr. Giovanni, you can go ahead and go outside.
Just before.
Yes, I can. Okay, we're just going to take like a quick minute, but we're not going to take another recess. I know you guys are looking at the up and down.
She's really typing fast.
Statement order, Mr. Mayor.
Your Honor, the state calls Nick Eason.
Okay, sir. Take a roll call. Please raise your hand. Please transfer. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony about this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and all that? Yes, sir. Sir, can you please state your full name and spell it correctly?
Sure. My full name is Nicholas Anthony Eason. First name Nicholas. Anthony Anthony. Last name Eason Eason.
Who do you work for, sir?
I work for Clark County Family Services.
What is your position there?
I'm a family services supervisor.
Turning your attention to October 16th of 2022, did you come into contact with a family, that being Devyn Michaels and Johnathan Willette's family?
Yes.
And you became the primary on that case, correct?
Yes.
You made contact with Devyn Michaels during that case, correct?
Yes.
You met with the two daughters of those two individuals, correct?
Yes.
You met with Johnathan Willette multiple times, correct?
Yes.
And he was a pleasant person, correct?
Yes.
He was very polite.
Yes.
He seemed very appreciative of your work.
Yes.
Seemed very organic, your conversations with him.
Yes.
Not hateful toward Devyn in any way.
No.
And there were just relationship things between them that just didn't work, correct?
To my understanding, yes.
Now, as far as meeting with Devyn Michaels, what were briefly your observations of her when you met with her?
So when I met with Devyn, she presented as what I would describe as bizarre. Her affect and presentation to questions were inappropriate given the nature of the questions.
She shared with you that she had been married to Johnathan in 2012, correct?
Yes.
That they were married for 6 years.
Yes.
And that they had broken up 4 days after having Tamaya, one of their daughters.
Yes.
And that the two of them had an agreement to have another child, even though they weren't together, correct?
Yes.
And her and Johnathan, she explained they were not a real married couple, correct?
Yes.
For the record, you are using air quotes.
That is correct, Your Honor. Lived in different rooms.
Yes.
And they were ultimately separated in 2018, that being Johnathan and Devyn, correct?
Yes.
And this is everything she told you.
Yes.
And I think you briefly mentioned this, but she presented with an affect that was not consistent with the situation, correct?
Yes.
And there was a contentious custody agreement between Devyn Michaels and Johnathan Willette, correct?
Yes.
On October 25th of 2022, Devyn expressed that she was at the office to, quote, and this is her own words, do whatever she needed to get her girls back home, end quote,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And at that point, she showed desperation. Is that right?
Yes, I would agree.
The girls were then in Dad's physical custody, and the girls were released to him specifically on October 27th of 2022, correct?
Yes.
And you work with an individual, or at that time, an individual by the name of Yolanda Lizardo.
Yes.
And you are aware that she met, Ms. Lizardo met with the family on October 27th as well as October 28th of 2022.
Yes.
And your involvement with the case concluded on December 18th of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Yes, just I have a couple of very narrow questions for you.
God, she just
There's been a question
angry
between
every
the
time
judges.
she leaves that stand.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
That was specifically in October of 2022, correct?
I believe so, yes.
So you were not involved following that concerning a reunification of the parties, were you?
I was not.
Thank you. No further questions.
Any follow-up, Dick?
No, Your Honor.
Do ladies of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, so no response, so you are excused. Thank you very much for your testimony.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Statement on the record.
State's next witness is Yolanda Lizardo.
Yolanda? Step up and say the person that's ready. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Yes. Nancy, please state your full name and spell it for the record.
Yolanda Lizardo, Yolanda, last name Lizardo.
Ma'am, were you employed with the Department of Family Services back in 2022?
Yes.
At some point, did you become involved in a custody matter involving Tamaya and Janaea?
Yes.
And those were two minor girls?
Yes.
And the natural mother was Devyn Michaels?
Yes.
The natural father was Johnathan Willette, correct?
Yes.
On October 27th of 2022, physical custody of the girls was given to the natural father, Johnathan Willette, correct?
Yes.
And there is something called a parent placement verification letter that was given out, is that right?
Yes.
At this time, I believe between stipulation of the parties, the state is now moving to admit States 14.
States 14 will be admitted.
Permission to publish.
Yes.
Showing you, once I zoom out. States 14 there, is that parent placement verification letter we just spoke about?
Yes.
And the two minor children's names are there, Tamaya Baker and Janaea Willette, correct?
Yes.
With, I assume, their birthdays, correct?
Yes.
And then down below is your signature there.
Yes.
And it states that they have been reunified with their natural father, Johnathan Willette, on October 27th, 2022.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And that he resided at 2698 Paladura Drive in Henderson, Nevada, 89074.
Correct.
And that's your signature at the bottom.
Yes, it is.
And you dated this October 27th of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Now, this was a contentious agreement between the mother and the father, correct?
Yes.
The mother, Devyn, was not happy about it, is that correct?
Yes.
The father, Johnathan, was happy about getting the girls, correct?
Yes.
Devier was not involved in the custody agreement, correct?
Yes.
And you yourself met with Dad, Johnathan Willette, multiple times?
Yes.
You were actually the individual that gave the two minor girls to the father, Johnathan, correct?
Yes.
And you conducted follow-up at the father's home with the girls?
Yes.
The girls appeared happy with Dad during those follow-ups?
Yes.
They were well taken care of?
Yes.
All their needs were met?
Yes.
Once they were placed with their father, Johnathan, you had no further involvement, is that correct?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
Cross.
Your involvement was just primarily limited to October of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Nothing following that?
No.
No further questions.
Any follow-up, Dick? No, Your Honor. Do ladies of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, thank you, excuse. Thank you. very much for your testimony here today. Statement on the next witness.
State's next witness is Elizabeth Lemons Woods.
They're going through them so fast, I can't put, I'm not that quick. I'm not like Speedy up there in the judge.
Step on up and maintain the person that's ready. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth.
Whoa, is she like half naked?
Again, please state your full name and spell it for the record.
Elizabeth Lemons Woods. Elizabeth is Eoiz, Abeth. Lemons, Lemons, and Woods, Woods.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How are you employed?
With the Department of Family Services?
And you were employed in that capacity in 2023 as well, correct?
Yes.
Turning your attention then to August of 2023, did you become involved in a custody matter involving the two minor girls, Tamaya and Janaea, correct?
Yes.
And the natural mother was Devyn Michaels, correct?
Yes.
The natural father was Johnathan Willette, correct?
Yes.
You received information that the primary custody holder of the girls, the two daughters, was the father who was deceased, correct?
Yes.
And the mother had been arrested, correct?
Yes.
You were tasked with finding out where the two girls were and where they would be placed, correct?
Yes.
Now turning your attention to August 16th, 2023, you went to the mother's home, Devyn Michaels, at Porcupine Rim address and removed the girls, correct?
Yes.
Then the next day, on August 17th, 2023, you actually met with the mother, Devyn, who was at the Henderson Detention Center, correct?
Yes.
And the purpose of that conversation with Devyn was to notify Devyn that the girls had been removed, correct?
Yes.
You weren't expecting to really have a conversation beyond that, correct?
No, I wasn't.
But you had a conversation about the homicide, correct?
Yes.
Devyn told you during the conversation that she had to do it, correct?
Yes.
And she explained that she was married to Devier when he came back from California in 2021, correct?
Yes.
She explained that their relationship didn't work out and they were just really good friends, correct?
Yes.
Devyn then said that Johnathan had wanted to move back in, right?
Yes.
He wanted something more, but she did not, correct?
Yes.
Devyn explained that she had agreed with Johnathan to move his belongings, correct?
Yes.
She explained her relationship with Johnathan was transactional, correct?
Yes.
And then elaborated that she would have sex with him and he would pay bills, correct?
Yes.
Devyn went on to explain to you that she was rubbing Jonathan's back and then cut herself off in the conversation, correct?
That's correct.
So the conversation stopped.
Yes.
But then, okay. I want to touch on just briefly, what were her emotions like throughout the discussion that you had with her? Was she having physical emotion? Did it seem forced? Anything of that nature?
From what I can recall, not much emotion at all.
She didn't cry at all?
I think she initially tried to, but I don't remember her actually crying.
But she initially tried to?
Yes.
Absolutely. Girl.
You didn't know Devyn Michaels, did you?
No.
Never met with her before, correct?
No.
You meet her and she's been arrested, correct?
Yes.
People react to traumatic circumstances in different ways, don't they?
That's fair to say yes.
What, here, approach this briefly.
For what? Approach for what? I think Miss Devyn already wore that. Oh, she's a lefty.
Just a brief question. Ma'am, this conversation that you had, it was not recorded, was it?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay, you weren't recording it, you weren't collecting evidence, anything of that nature, correct?
I was not recording it, but I was getting information from my investigation.
Okay, and that involved the custody of the children, correct?
Correct.
The placement of the children.
Correct.
Thank you, I have no further questions.
Any problems, Nick?
No, not at this time.
Does ladies and gentlemen have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, Madam Clerk, thank you very much for your testimony here tonight. State and call your next witness.
Douglas Lino.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony about the witness action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Yes. Officer, please state your full name and spell it for the record.
Douglas, Douglas, Lionel, Lynaugh.
Thank you. Sir, what do you do for a living?
I'm a detective with the City of Henderson,
And which unit are you currently assigned to?
robbery homicide.
How long have you been with robbery homicide?
About 6 years.
And how long have you been with the city of Henderson in total?
About 18 and a half years.
What did you do prior to joining robbery homicide?
Prior to robbery homicide, I was in the property unit. Prior to that was a criminal intelligence unit. Prior to that, problem solving unit, and then prior to that, patrol.
So kind of a wide range of experience in law enforcement, sir.
Yes.
And as a robbery homicide detective, have you been the lead investigator on several cases and also support investigator on several cases?
Yes.
Your team also is responsible for investigating officer-involved shooting within your department.
Yes, that's accurate.
So you have kind of a wide range of duties as a detective.
Correct.
In this particular case, were you enlisted in the support role on August 7th, 2023?
I was.
Did you respond to the initial scene?
I did.
Did you do a little video canvassing at that scene?
Yes, I did. Then just some work up on the individuals involved.
Okay. And fair to say that Detective Ozawa kind of led the investigation, or he was the one divvying up duties?
Correct.
Did you become involved in an interview with a person by the name of Devyn Michaels on August 15th of 2023?
Yes, that's true.
And where did that occur, sir?
At the Henderson Police Station, the main station.
And on that date, had the defendant already been arrested prior to you making contact with her?
Yes.
Who did you make contact with her? Who were you with?
Another detective?
Yes.
Detective Rick Christopher.
And was that conducted in an interview room at the station?
It was actually done in a conference room in the investigative bureau.
Was that both audio and video recorded?
It was.
Was the video recording the kind of the primary and then the audio was a backup?
Correct.
And in fact, during the video portion, like over an hour in, around an hour in, the video loses storage space, correct?
Correct.
But you did have an audio backup running?
Yes.
Okay, so we might transition as we play, once we get to the end of the video. And Judge, I would move for the admission of... Wait, wrong one. Sorry, it's on the road. I move the admission of 621 and 621A.
Any objection to 621 and 621A?
Outside of what's on the address, no, Your Honor.
Okay, that will be admitted.
May I publish 621?
Yes.
How's that? Detective, it looks like it's a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Can you see the bottom right?
Yes.
Okay. And so
We're
we're going
gonna
to play this in
slow
its
this
entirety, and
down
then there
so we
is
can
a small
hear
portion
it.
at the end where it's just audio, correct?
Correct.
We will transition at that time. This particular interview room, did it have a recorder set up in it already, or did you record this?
The video?
Yes.
No, it was just a video camera that we placed into the room.
Got it. Understood. May I judge?
Yes.
Just going to sit ahead a little bit. Pause it here, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. What is this little thing right here?
That's an audio recorder.
That's your backup there?
Correct.
Yeah, so we're going to take your cuffs off and then we're going to okay, so just, maybe just step forward a little bit. You want to get your name on board? Yeah. He's at one more. Good. Here, I see. This is for a living. Just give it a version back and we'll talk there. Any order anything? No? I'm good. Do you know what's going on, or do you understand what's going on? But you understand the severity of what's actually occurring?
No, because I said I didn't murder John. I didn't say that.
Yeah, just. It is August 15, 2023. It is 6:15. We got on the board, obviously you don't have everyone else or Christopher. Earlier today, you were advised what your rights are. So advise you can, just so you fully understand that. All right. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney before answering any questions and have the attorney press the button to answer certain questions. If you cannot afford an attorney will be provided at no cost to you. If you decide to answer any questions now, you may stop at any time and ask to speak with the attorney before questioning continues. If you decide to stop answering questions, once you have begun, all questioning will stop. You understand that? Okay. So, there's been, you've given a handful of different statements and a handful of different
stories along the way, and that's just what we're trying to clear up something. Okay? You understand that? So do you want to start from on the 6th? You were hanging out with John and doing some shopping? Yes? Okay. Describe that evening, you know, the cliff number.
Simple day.
Okay.
Shopping, got personal supplies. Clothes, groceries. That's it. It was a very easy, pleasant day for the most part.
Okay. And then at night, John was moving in with you?
John was moving the girls' stuff to my house. It wasn't until he had actually moved everything over until I realized he was moving some of his things over.
Okay.
I'm going to pause there, 7 minutes, 18 seconds. And Your Honor, if I may inquire with the jury, if everyone can hear all the voices?
Can you guys hear the voice now?
Okay. Detective, you had just asked about John and the moving situation, and is it true that the subject said that she had just learned that he was actually moving in, essentially?
Correct.
Okay. And you can see 3 people in the room. You are on the right?
Yes.
On the left is Detective Richard Christopher?
Correct.
In the center is whom?
Devyn Michaels.
And do you see that person in court today?
I do.
Can you please point to that person, describe an article of clothing she's wearing?
Black and white shirt.
Would the record reflect identification, Judge?
The record shows that.
Thank you. I will resume.
I had been telling me he was going to move, but that happened months ago back and forth that he hadn't actually moved in there, so I didn't put any stock into it. So when he moved some of his things over, that's when I realized he's actually moving his things. Yes, I remember talking to John about it. Yes, I remember talking to other people about it. But until that moment, it really wasn't something that was going to take place. Because at one point, a few times, he said he wasn't going to move. And it happened not a lot of times, so I just took it as it was.
Okay. So you said earlier that you're shouting. You invited him over to drop off the last load of the night?
Yes.
Okay.
He assisted me take his truck.
Okay. And you rode with him?
We rode with him all day.
Okay.
He wanted to take his truck because the trailer has his information on it and it said it's really advertising.
Oh, because the trailer loaded as well, or just a truck?
And at that time, the trailer was loaded later on that evening by John and John alone.
Okay. And did that make his way with yours?
Yes. And that's when I found out what he had actually loaded up. It was like the girls' things up on the bed, dressed or some clothes, and it turned out to be a lot more than that.
Okay. How did you feel?
Jimmy buildings are right. There's more tools and Jimmy D's than anything. So it really wasn't too much to feel bad about. It was just much extra crap I had to.
Were you shocked or surprised that he was actually moving?
Yeah.
Was it somewhat confrontational or anything like that? Because now he's moving stuff that you didn't expect?
No, because like I said, it's tools, DVDs, and she brought his guns over.
Okay.
That was for the most part.
Okay. So after you knows what happens?
We went back to his house.
The both of you? Okay. About what time was that?
About 9.
About 9? Okay, and then now you go back to his house? Are the girls with you or at home? Okay. And what time is that?
We went to the gas station, had a couple of drinks, some chips and stuff, I think. Went back, John cooked, ate, took a shower. I let out some more of the girls' small items.
In what?
The back of the car.
You were that Nissan SUV?
Yes.
Okay.
I was at 80. Smoked, drank some more. Smoked a vehicle. And it was bad that I left. I said I didn't leave for a while there, but you know, I remember all of that. I couldn't leave that much later. I remember going to the pharmacy.
After you left? Okay.
Going home, showering, going to bed.
Okay. So you wanted some sort of sexual encounter with you?
That wasn't going to happen to him. He was an Devyn.
Okay.
That's when they put me down. I spoke with her. Like I said, afterwards I left.
Okay. Have you recently had a sexual intimate relationship with him?
Recently?
Well, within the past like month, obviously you moved back in, you were speaking, have you?
Asking for sexual favors, yes, but no, we have not had intercourse, no.
Okay. Well, because part of the reason we can hold otherwise to other people that you just tell other people that we do that. That's why we're trying to clarify some of this stuff.
No, we have not had intercourse.
Okay, and other things like cunnilingus, any type of foreplay or anything like that.
Most he said was a
Usually when we get together, was there a expectation that you were going to be in a relationship together? Or?
Certainly expected it, but he's quite aware that I'm not able to do anything. I was not trying to have sex with him.
Okay. So he's asking for sex, you say no.
As usual.
Okay. And then from there, what happens?
I gave him a back massage off his back.
How did this, obviously you're quite smaller than he is, how did you pop his back?
He was laying on the ground and pushed it in, formed my brace out like it's supposed to look.
Okay, so you're straddling his lower back areas like that, or standing on something? Okay, and you're just pushing his back, he's out. Okay, and where was that, in the bedroom or the?
On the floor of this room, yes.
I'm sorry?
On the floor of this room.
Before this room? Okay, and then from there, what happens?
He went to go slow again. He came back in and was laying on his bed. He had me rubbing his back.
Okay, I gotta ask, why is she whispering? Why didn't they tell her to speak up? I don't understand it. Is she trying to act like she's all innocent?
I was rubbing his back, and that's when Kyoko was coming down the stairs.
So are you using anything? Like, how was he positioned on the bed when you're rubbing his back?
Laying down and
But how, like, is he up against the headboard? Is he laying long ways? Is he laying opposite of the headboard?
he's laying more towards the bottom of the bed.
Okay, so let's have you draw it and show us how you see that you're how he's laying on the bed.
It's the bed.
Where's the head of the bed? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna for you, I'm just gonna say that's the bed and this is the headboard, okay? So obviously, for headboard purposes, these would be pillows, this is where somebody would lay your head. So you throw a line across. Now, when we're lifting off, so I want you to correct me if I say something that's wrong. He's laying across the bed, is that right? Okay. Now, which side would be his head? This side, so closest to the edge of the bed, or your left, I lay on it, the right side. There's like a wall and like a makeshift closet on this side, right? So I'm just gonna close the door in. That way, so he was laying this way. Where were you while you were getting into that room?
This side.
So you were on the bed, between the headboard and him. So I'm going to answer you. Does that sound about there? Were you on top of him, I was sitting on his butt, or?
Pausing at 16:01. Approach. Showing you states 12, sir. Do you recognize that?
I do.
What does that appear to be?
The hand-drawn photo that was just depicted right there.
I move for admission of that.
Any objection to that?
No objection.
That would be continued.
So Detective, we just witnessed this, but I just want to clarify. As Detective Christopher was assisting, obviously Ms. Michaels was in handcuffs up front. He was kind of helping her.
Correct.
And asking for her instruction on where everything went, right?
Yes.
And this up here being the headboard where the pillows are?
Correct.
What does the X represent?
Where she was sitting?
And then this at the bottom represents where John was, correct?
Correct. With the circle being his head.
With the circle being his head. Now, there is a folder sitting on the table as you're interviewing her, correct?
Yes.
That folder was closed.
Yes.
That contained a couple of the photos of John dead, missing his head in the bed.
Correct.
Those were not shown to her prior to this drawing, correct?
No, they were not.
They're shown later, we'll see that. And that
Yes.
will be the first time she will have seen those.
Correct.
Resuming.
Back or we on side? Any lotions or oils or anything like that? Okay. And, I mean, just for this instance, did you use lotions or oils or anything like that later on? Okay, so just, when we talk about this incident here, not the past or anything else like that, okay? So this is going on, now what happens?
He's rubbing on me, and I said, no one's coming down the stairs.
So in the house, there's stairs go to the second floor, and then there's like the, we'll say kitchen dining. Okay, so that stairs into the, we'll call it makeshift down bedroom, not those couple little stairs there, the stairs upstairs down. Okay. And how do you know this? You hear when somebody walks up downstairs? Okay. How do you know it's her, not the sidewalk?
I mean, it's just usually when I've been there before, it's so much close.
Okay, and just to clarify, was he there?
That's sense.
Those things. Okay. Did you live in this house?
No, but I've heard.
Okay. So John and Andrea have been together for 5-6 years or so. Have you been at this house during that time, before or after? Okay, so it's, how long was John at this house? I know his parents been there a long time.
Off and on for years.
Okay.
And I know he was living there. He's not very in the cat.
Okay, all right. So you're doing the massage, he's face down. You said he's rubbing on you?
Yes.
Okay, how's he doing that, like?
Yes.
Was it,
Johnny backwards.
is he saying anything to you?
No, just he said it looks good and he's happy.
Are you replying to any of that? Are you saying anything to him?
No, I'm just happy with his back.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he, what does he wear at that time?
He had his boxer shorts on at the time.
What color were his boxer shorts?
Either black or a darker color.
Dark color. Okay, so nothing else, just boxers. Okay. What's one of that? Comforters or anything like that, you know? Like, do you know what the blankets look like? White blankets? Okay. Is his head resting on the bed, or is it on the bed? It's on the bed, okay. So yes, obviously he's talking and stuff like that, his face is in the bed, is that what you look for another? Okay. He's rubbing on you, or is this making you upset or some sort of something?
Visually did bother me.
Okay. What bothered you about it?
That he's still pursuing sex, you know, like, maybe kisses me after away or anything like that, so trying to do something.
But you're still giving him a back rub, correct?
Because I know he has some girls, and I don't kind of keep him coming to a point. Yeah, he can keep him away from me, but she has been before.
You love your girl, don't you?
Very much so.
With all your heart?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I didn't say that. I'm just asking that you love them with all your heart, that's nothing to do with her.
Sorry.
Is that why you're asking me back in to have, is it currently, or we'll say at this time, he had full custody?
No, we both had temporary joint custody. He filed to get sole custody, and he never showed up, so his motion was denied.
I thought CPS revoked your parental rights waiver then.
They did.
Okay, that's what we're referring to.
And that case was closed, and we had temporary joint custody. And he was supposed to file custody, and he never showed up.
What was that?
That was in April.
Okay.
So his motion was denied. He was elected. And both had temporary joint custody. He had physical custody of the girls.
Okay, so you had legal custody, legal joint. He had physical custody. What was the situation like?
Based on CPS, I was supposed to see the girls for supervised visits or therapy sessions only. And he never enrolled them. I enrolled him, and that was it. And he said he didn't want to go to the courts anymore. We were going to be a more happy family. And we were actually working towards that. Not perfect, but we were getting along.
You kind of smirked a little bit while you were telling that story. What kind of brought that emotion up?
Because when it was all said and done, when he needed something, I was helping him. No matter how much he did something, I was helping him. And everything said, thank you for helping me, thank you for helping me. And it's like, I was literally trying my best to put it back together with my family.
Put that together, your family, or these girls back?
Because my girls wanted everybody to get along. It was like,
Your girls?
yes, sir.
Not what you wanted. Understandable. So, you said the CPS case was closed down?
Yes, sir. Back in February.
Back in February?
Yes.
Stop.
Okay. I'm just having a hard time with what it is. So, you didn't want to be with John, but you wanted the family back, so you need your girls back.
I didn't want to be in a physical, sexual relationship with John. Me hanging out with John was fine. We got along well enough for that. Like, we went on picnics together, we did all of the shopping together, we watched movies together. We got along just fine for that.
Okay. But you mentioned that he could keep your kids from you. How would he do that?
Because he had the physical custody of them. That's all. I had legal joint, but he had the physical custody. So like on Father's Day, he got mad at everyone and said, "F this, go pack up the girl stuff, bring it back."
So today he had the upper hand,
So he's said yes.
right?
That's what it's
But he basically called the shots.
sometimes yes.
How did you feel when it came to your daughters?
They wouldn't go that, okay, fuck this mom.
So, make sure that no problem.
I just didn't argue with him.
Because you want to make it worse.
It wasn't a worse situation, I just didn't argue with him.
Well, you didn't want to keep your kids from you. Okay?
He wasn't keeping them from me, but he always kept trying to threaten that.
Right? So that was always an option you had.
He would threaten me, yeah, but it seemed like he wanted me to keep the girls because it made it easier for him to work. 'Cause I had him so he could work.
Okay, so you discussed with, we'll call it that because of your current husband, he was moving out, or what was the,
When we first talked about it, he made it clear he didn't want to be the same with the job.
okay,
Because nothing came to be, it wasn't really a conversation we had both of us. Like I said, John didn't actually take any actions towards it. So, yeah, if John was going to move in, he definitely said he would move out. And I moved in, so it was our conversation. I am not trying to make myself out to be anything other than what I am. Yes, I hate John.
let's talk about that. He's letting you got a massage, he's rubbing on you. You said at some point you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, he was starting to get on her because he kept grabbing on her. I already said no, stop touching me.
Okay, then what happens?
I hit him, he stopped touching me.
What did you hit him for?
Some staff thing that was on the fireplace.
Okay, so the fireplace is shivering.
Yes.
So he's laying on the bed, you get off the bed, walk over to the fireplace. What do you grab?
This time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what it's called.
Describe it.
It looks like a candle.
A candle holder?
I don't know, it was square. It was, I can't get better shape. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, so is it, and how long is it? Are we talking short?
Shorter than that.
Shorter than that?
A little bit, of this one, wide. At the inside of this.
A little bit here.
Yeah, the inside.
Okay. So about that.
Yes.
And same thickness around the length.
It was hard to tell, like a square, and all this way to the bottom.
Okay, so the candle holder or something, you probably around the candle system?
That's something, that's better than that.
Okay, and what color was it?
Wooden color?
Black, or was it a dark brown or black? Yeah, black coating on it.
I didn't say for your black color.
Okay, and just out of
massage, you get up and you walk over to the fireplace. Does he say anything? So raise the bed, did you say, I'll be right back, don't move? Just got up and walk over.
I got up, I walked up.
Okay, what happened after that? Where were you saying you came in?
I was sitting in the bed.
In the same position? So you got back in the same position, just for clarification purposes, back where you originally gave the back massage, because the head was correct? Which direction is the head facing? So facing away from you. Okay. Where exactly did you hit him?
Who is that
So,
phone?
if he's facing away from you, I'm of course, so if I say anything that's incorrect, please stop me short. Okay? So he's facing away from you, you say you hit him in the head. So if I'm facing away from you, did you hit him on the ear, or the top, or the front, or the back? Well, you can't guess you were there, right?
I'm just not positive very. Actually, it's fucking so.
Okay, so the, okay, so that's fair enough, so it's, there's no last number, correct? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there light on by communication, so is there any ambient light whatsoever coming into the room, or is it just pitch dark?
It's dark.
It's dark, okay. So how do you know what you grab when you walk over to the fireplace?
I'm just.
What was that? So you get him somewhere around the ear or something like that, you believe, correct? That's safe to say. How many times did you hit him? Okay, how hard did you hit him?
Not sure how to answer that.
Okay, so
Speak up.
it's hard.
Lady.
You good? Like you use on your ears, you're right. Stop. Why did you say stop?
Please keep touching me.
Okay. What does he say?
It's like your name was. It's happening. But he's so real.
Okay, so you hit him, he's still breathing, but he completely stops moving.
His hands. Yes, they are.
You say,
We were just talking about the name for the insurance, and he doesn't pay this, and also just.
and she wanted to talk to him? So how did you get her to the upstairs?
I didn't get her while I was like, she walked upstairs.
Okay, so why did she go downstairs?
She went to the kitchen. I didn't tell her, so she came downstairs.
Why did you go down?
Because they were in the kitchen.
So you figured you see her walk in and just have a conversation with her?
I didn't know.
Okay, well now she went back upstairs.
Sorry. Myself in the car and I left.
You put what's up in the car?
My dad.
Okay, where's your dad at that?
Like, the keys came out and stuff.
You talking like a purse, where you had a purse?
It's like a backpack, yes. The purse.
Okay, the line. Okay. I've seen your house, things are decorated and stuff. I think if you walked over and grabbed a candlestick or something that resembles a candlestick, you would understand what that is. Right? So what did you actually grab?
I didn't know what it was, that's why I said, that's what it seems like. I don't care to call it because it wasn't in my house.
Okay, so where did you get it?
It was, but I don't know before. I don't know, I gotta have that.
Okay, you don't have that, so let's try again. Hey, this shit's about to get real, okay? I'm just saying something to you, there's about 40 years of law enforcement experience in this room right now, and that doesn't include you. Does that make sense? Okay, don't say that, what's going on, okay? Okay, well, I'm just being direct with you. Alright, we're talking about your father's kid, or the father's your children is no longer here. And you were the last person that was with him. You were the last person to use force on him. Does that make sense? So the shit's getting real. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but the games are over. And you should look at that picture, because that's the last position you saw him in. And that's the position we saw him in when we was at that house. Does that make sense? So cut the shit, and let's get down to the nitty-gritty, and start answering some questions for us. Don't tell the same bullshit that you felt Detective out. You have your best year ahead of you right now. You have a big decision to make right now. A huge decision that can only affect your two little girls. The whole time that you sit here and have this conversation with you, you have this defeated look. two ways. When you write this report, we're gonna say that it was, non-reversible, not even emotional.
Gosh, they can be mean.
You don't have to call me sir,
Be
all right?
tears.
We're beyond that, all right? It's Rick Whisper, okay? My apologies, I assume that he introduced myself even though I wasn't in the room, all right? So as we move forward, my question to you before we even get into details is if there's no light in that room, you described something to me that you picked up. So clearly that was one thing, when you took it with you, or you hid it, you saw it in light. So somehow there's being light, and you saw an object. Because we know it was now dead, and we know it was now alive. So that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Does that make sense? So where is it? Okay, so where is it? Where did you put it? Where did you put it?
That's an awful thing to ask.
You keep looking at this guy. That's not what I'm saying. This right here. You don't know where it's going down, you just hit him and knock him out. Because he's there.
Yes.
So you rush out to go to the kitchen? Yes?
Yeah, I would feel doctor, yes.
Okay. And you say, oh, he's drunk, told sleep off, or whatever, not coming down there. And she goes upstairs. That's at 1 o'clock, right? You go back down there. You're there for an hour and 4 minutes. There's video or anything else from the neighborhood, everything around there. We know exactly what time you left. We got tracks on your car going from the Boulder address down the address, all the way back to your house and everything else. So we know exactly what time you left, what time you got home. So you're there for an hour and 4 minutes. You didn't just get out of there. They talk about the cleaning supply that you said that you saw him. Oh, yeah, I just saw him. Okay, who is that? You laid there, you go out, now we have an hour where you know, you just go around with them. Where'd you go down and everything to do? Cleaning up the dishes in his room? No, it's after you went.
No, it's just cleaning.
What were you cleaning?
The dishes there.
Stop. What's that in?
Just clean.
What were you cleaning?
I was literally just cleaning up the area. When I left, when I hit him, he was breathing. I didn't.
I didn't know it was breathing.
You're telling the person was breathing.
Okay.
The chest goes up and down.
Okay, you said it was dark.
You can still know when someone's breathing.
It's dark.
It's not pitch dark, but yeah, it's not.
So you can't see an area on his head because it's so dark, but you can see his chest moving? You can't see what you grab off the shelf because it's so dark when you walk over, but then you can see him breathing?
Yeah, you can see some person breathing. Your eyes can adjust.
Oh, then your eyes should have adjusted before a little bit, too.
There was some really exact stuff.
Okay.
That's me, I said, I'm not.
So right hand or left hand you use?
Right, sir. You
Right.
said that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to verify, so I don't take that long.
I already said right before mom about it, but I didn't remember.
Why did you get to the place? Pain on you?
She can't leave me alone.
Okay, you got up and walked away, why did you get up and walk out? You can let you walk out there, right? Why did you say that? Okay, you got up, walked over there, and walked back, you never said anything to you, where you attempt to get out of bed, right?
Girls in that bed.
What was it like? What was it like? So, you mean tell us, you hit him in the head, right there, where you're showing us, and he doesn't move from there.
Right, but I didn't take long, because I went to the shower. He was breathing.
Okay, so you hang around for an hour and 40 minutes.
I did not know I
understand that you got to do the good cop, bad cop, the whole Reed thing. But man, they both bald-headed, going at her. Which one's nice? Which one's mean? What did you say? She couldn't see where she hit him at, but she could see that he was breathing. I don't know. I'd shut down. I'd ask for a lawyer. I don't talk to cops. I don't talk to the police. Amy's dad is a cop. I tell him, talk to my lawyer. We aren't talking. No, I'm just kidding. But I wouldn't talk to the police. Not for something like this. Nope. Because I'll tell you what, I'd break down and claim ones that Bundy did or something, you know. Oh, they got to have a good one and a bad one. They're both trying to be bad.
Did you ever have her ventilate?
So breathing person?
Who was unconscious? From law enforcement that. Don't look at my those two questions, it's a valid question.
Did you roll him from his back? Did his run off? How did you tread on her?
I just felt him when I felt he was breathing. But when I saw him, he was breathing, so okay, it's all right.
Okay, so you're hanging out in this room for an hour? No, you are. Unless you're running around with that and is that outside of your hood? That's what you're doing? Yeah. Okay, so describe me what you're doing during this time. Don't say clean.
I don't know, I just kept moving around.
Just kept moving around.
Is it because you were a mechanic? Understand? That was on me. That's part of this mechanic.
I was afraid that I actually just hurt him, maybe not much, or something like that.
Okay, let me ask you this, were you in a panic because you knew the person it was in severe life-threatening injuries?
No, sir. No.
I'm going to ask you, because I've been doing this too long to understand what's going on. So it's fine.
I didn't know him.
Okay,
explain that, and then he would be the nicest person in the world, and then try to do everything he could help.
Okay, so you have some resentment towards him. I understand.
Yes, but it wasn't for me, it was for my daughters.
There shouldn't be some dislike towards that person. I understand that. That's reality. I get that. But for you not to know the details of exactly what happened, other than the fact that you gave him, it's not going to help you out. I'm telling you that.
I cannot remember.
You have amnesia. Do you take medication for memory loss?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what type of medication do you take?
I don't know the names of it, but I do take medication.
Who's your doctor that prescribes that? What is your this?
My medical history, but yes, I do take medication for seizures, headaches, memory loss, sights, all this sort of stuff.
Okay, so is there a possibility that you could have not been in your right frame of mind while you were there that night? Because of what medications you were on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when people are on medications that come onto their thinking, sometimes they do things that they don't believe that they're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now reading you, sounds like that could be a possibility. That night in question.
I just don't remember. They're telling me.
She definitely should have taken the lawyer from the beginning. We all know that, but why do they still talk to the police? The detectives, you know you should have, and this one's all hyped up on Celius or whatever that stuff is. Ugh.
Things I don't remember doing that. You're saying I was there that long?
No, you were there. I was saying you had to use it to be eating.
I remember talking to Michael, getting myself leaving, going to the pharmacy and going home.
But then what you don't understand is you know you're under arrest, okay? There is going to be a police report, and it's going to have the interviews that we have with you.
Anybody believes that he was laying here, you hit him in the head, you don't know what you do for an hour and 4 minutes, you leave, he's found in the exact same spot, dead, then you're like, oh, I don't know.
No, but the hitting him didn't feel real, and I don't.
I understand, so you're not in a state of the right frame of mind, you make those medications, that will make it feel like it's not real.
No, but I think, like, all of this feels like a nightmare, like a dream. Like, I remember being with him, and him, us talking and everything like that, but the actual It does not feel real. I don't feel I was there that long. I remember being there, Yoko, pharmacy, home. I thought I was home at like 2 something. You guys are saying it was
2:42.
Yeah, I promise you.
Okay, so what did you do that night after you get home?
I got home, I got a shower, I went to bed.
How you doing? How long did you sleep for?
About 2 hours.
Because you get home at 2:42, you're texting John's phone saying, oh, I can't find this, where's this? And then like, remember, we took your phone, we took his phone, so we did all these downloads. I read text messages between you, Deb, everyone else, things like that.
2 hours.
Okay, it was, if you got home and showered and then went to bed, then you about 1 hour, that you would have been able to sleep and wake up and start looking. Is that? So it doesn't look like you slept at all that night.
I said about 2 hours, so I'm not, it's a bit off, but you guys are telling me I'm there for a long time, and I know for a fact that's not what is.
Yes, that is exactly. You can say, I don't think I was there that long, and I don't remember.
I don't remember, and in my recollection, it was not like that. I remember talking to Yoko, giving her the keys, picking up my stuff, and walking out the door. I picked up one more thing and left. I do not remember any of this. They told me, they asked me, where's his pen? And until then, I didn't know anything about that. They're like, well, didn't Debbie tell you? No, Debbie didn't tell me anything about that. Well, did he leave that night? No, I don't remember Debbie leaving, but I don't remember anything. I just remember going home and everything. I don't remember driving to the pharmacy. I just remember being at the pharmacy.
Okay, they told you he was decapitated.
They
He had said,
yes, they told
yes, and they said you did not even blink.
Because it doesn't sound believable. Who does that?
I don't know, you tell us. That's it, like, it's, this whole thing, whatever. Everything you're saying does not make sense. I was here, I did this. Do you think anybody's gonna believe I hit her in the head and I left? I told you, how, when did you get it, when did you get that wallet that you claimed it was given to you earlier?
You said how you use social security cards.
And when was that?
Around the time he was eating.
So at night?
Yes.
Okay, he had his own key to the truck.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so why would he give you the one key to his truck when he's supposed to be over there in 2 hours? And his wallet? Yeah, is he supposed to come over? What do you do in the morning to take kids to the...
In the morning.
So how was he supposed to get to your house then?
I don't think I'm supposed to take them. I know I was supposed to take the social security card, but the other stuff I don't think I was supposed to take.
Why were they in your underwear for around other than that?
Because when he gave them to me, I didn't realize what I was taking, and I just put them away and said, keep them safe.
That's not normal.
You just said, when he gave them to me, you're like, I don't think I was supposed to take these.
No, I said in hindsight. I literally said in hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to take those. The security, social security card he gave me, the other cards he gave me, you could see that on the surveillance camera, he hands me the card, but those ones, I don't think I was supposed to take them out of the house. I think I was just supposed to put them up, and then in the morning, he was supposed to go and get them. That's what I said. In hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to.
Well, why did you wrap on the bag? She doesn't have any pressure book.
I wrapped them up. I don't think I was supposed to bring those with me.
You're not answering my question. Why were they wrapped up in plastic bags and put in your underwear?
I wrapped them up right then and there in front of them.
Why didn't you just put them on your dresser?
One time, another time. It wasn't like one time. It was repeatedly wrapped over and over. This was a thoughtful process. Put it in there, tie it up. Put it in another bag, tie it up.
Right. Like I said, I didn't realize what I had at the time and saying keep them safe, so I'm wrapping everything up and I'm hiding it.
For what reason?
I don't know. He didn't say anything. He gave me this. He says keep it safe. It was a social security card.
The social security card was like back
But I didn't even get a chance to put that away.
So you take that, that is not a safe spot. The only thing that he asked you to keep safe, you keep in your backpack. But the stuff that you were not supposed to take, you grabbed up 8 separate times in bags, and then did that.
No, you do not understand.
No, I don't.
I got home. It was late. I showered. I went to bed. That was it. In the morning, I would have sorted through everything. I would have talked to John, and everything would have been figured out.
None of that makes sense. If you
None of it
said,
makes any sense to me at all.
okay, if you expect anybody else, the jury, a judge, or the general public, to believe anything what you're saying,
No, because I don't understand any of it. You guys are asking me questions about what I did.
What does that look like to you?
This is John?
That's Mr. Johnathan, when I saw him?
Yeah, but he had his boxers on.
But they had his boxers on.
I don't know, he had his boxers on. His boxers were black boxer briefs. He had boxer briefs on.
That's what I'm talking about, this shit's getting real. Keep looking at that. Take another look at this. This is reality we're talking about. Think long and hard about your decision on how you go forward with explaining the bullshit that you gave us right now. Nobody's gonna believe you.
I understand.
And tell us where the object is that you used to do this. Tell us where that.
Do this.
I
don't know.
That's not good enough. You did that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Then prove it.
How do I prove that?
Because you're the last person to see him alive. And you're the last person with him.
I just have to say this. For being an actress, she's horrible at acting. Oh my God. Well, I guess she always laid on her back, right? She was always on her back. So much for that.
You did that. That's reality. Look at that picture. He's gone. This is the exact spot where you left him. What do you think the people are going to see this? What do you think they're going to think? Do you have anything to say? This has got to be eating you up. Holding this in has just got to be fucking eating you alive. You have to be going nuts. For the sake of your daughters, tell us where the weapon is at so we can recover it and there can be some closure for your daughters when they go on the rest of their lives. You owe it to them. That is their father. You owe it to them.
Shut up. That's funny.
Stop, don't even say
We
it.
have a lot of those.
Stop, it's not good enough. Tell me something that I can do research to know that you didn't do this.
She didn't talk much, did she? That's funny.
Give me some evidence that I can go follow up with so I can help you from a jury of 6 or 12. Look, come on. Your children will never see him again, ever. And that's a choice that you decided for them. That's the exact spot where you said he's at, right? You left it there, you did it in his head, he was unconscious, not moving.
But there wasn't this much blood. When I left, he wasn't bleeding like that.
No, this is because it empties out after you cut his head off.
I didn't cut his head off.
Well, what did you do?
No, I didn't.
Then what did you do? Explain how this happened.
I don't know. I can't cut a person's head off.
But you can hit him with a stick. Is there a chance that could have been a knife of some sort? Why? How do you know, sir? Doesn't make sense, does it? There is no doubt in my mind that you did that. You owe it to your girls to have closure. We want to know where the object is that you used to do this. Where is the object? Tell us.
Well, why didn't they ask Debbie Hare where the saws and stuff were? They're asking the wrong person. Duh.
Where the object is at right now, so we can start working closure for your daughters.
This was that. I do not know. You were angry with me. I don't know.
Do you expect anybody to believe that? Listen, just listen to that. Listen to exactly that, what you just said. I don't remember. I wasn't there that long. We can prove 100% you were there that long. You remember everything else. You remember going to the CVS, getting your daughter's prescription, getting home. I went to shower. I started looking for school supplies. I started doing all this. I remember everything except the hours, 4 minutes after I grabbed him in the head. His cell phone is at his house.
brought it back to your house. His cell phone now leads back to your house and has blood on it. It was not left at your house.
Nope, they can't say it because they can't say it was blood on that phone. Now, we've been through this. Allegedly, the presumptive test came back that it was, but they can't necessarily say that it was. Oh.
Convenient. No. Yes, convenient. No. There's no possible chance that you would forget hitting somebody, cutting their head off, going to dispose.
Do you think she'll take the stand? Do you think she'll take the stand in her own defense? She's going to have to. She's going to have to. Unless this is her side right here.
Fathom doing that. Hitting a person is one thing.
Yeah, it is.
But to do this is something completely different.
Believe me, I know. That's why you're sitting here. You sat here this whole time and made these faces and stuff like that, not shed a single tear.
I've been crying all damn day.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because they said, when they showed you and told you that he was decapitated, you didn't even blink.
They didn't show me he was decapitated. They told me. I don't know how to feel about this. This is disgusting. It is utterly disgusting, and you're telling me I did it. No, I didn't do this.
You did this. We're beyond that.
No.
Well, you can be denied all you want. That's not going to help you. You can deny all you want. But we can do this. You want to explain me. We're giving you an opportunity to save face on you and the rest of your family. We're giving you that opportunity. But for you to sit here and deny that you did that, we're beyond that. We are so beyond that. There is no doubt in our mind that we can prove this in a court of law with a jury. You did this. However, you have an opportunity to save faith and have closure for your daughter to tell us where the weapon is. And don't sit here and say, I don't know. Where's the last place that you put it? Don't say I don't know. Because just like Detective Willette said, is you were very restricted up to and very restricted afterwards. However, there's that hour, that window that you were with.
You know, I think for some crazy reason, I think I would remember where I put someone's head. I think I just would know. Well, yeah, because she thinks she's a great actress. Well, not much acting in her line of work. Not a lot. Pretending, maybe.
Which you said you were in a panic. No shit, you were in a panic. I would be in a panic too. You remember what you did. So tell us what you did. I don't have blame on you. I can see it all over your face. You're gonna feel that once you get it off your chest. Nobody's here to pass judgment on you. Not a single person.
You better stop staring at that picture since we put it down.
Okay, and I know whoever you're praying to is telling you to do the right thing and tell us what we're asking. Tell us the answer to it. You're gonna feel better, I'm telling you right now. You're going to feel better. And you can start to have closure, and you can start moving on. Because that is the right thing to do. And you know it's the right thing to do. I know you know that. I know you're a good person.
There has to be a reason why this happened.
She's a good person. You're screaming at her.
A lot better off for you.
I know you're a good person. And listen, look at me. I know we can't change this. I know we can't. No, we can't. But you can do the right thing and close it the right way. You truly can. I know you can. You are a good person. Do the right thing.
Is this how you want your girls to remember you? Or do you want to have a reason and an explanation on why it happened? So why? Why did it have to happen like this? What led up to this? What caused you to do this? Did something escalate in this room, or is this room pass, or what? Why did this happen?
okay, there's no motion. It's gonna be okay. It truly is. It's gonna be okay. Do the right thing. You're a good person, do the right thing. We're gonna get through this together. We're not against you, by no means. We're gonna get through this together. You have to help us. You have to help us, allow me to help you. You're a good person, Devyn. I'm telling you, I know you are. You're not a monster. You're not a bad person. But you need to start doing the right thing right now. This is where you change things and make things right.
This had to have a reason. You gotta have your hurdles for another view is this.
Let's take a reason out of it, okay, for right now, okay? Where is the object? Just tell us where the object is. That's all we're asking. Right now, let's take small steps. Devyn, please. I'm begging you. I'm trying to help you. I'm sincerely trying to help you. Don't go down that road. It's not fair to you or your kids. No, I understand, but you're not allowing us to go through this together. You put up this wall, and you're in denial. This is reality, as I said before.
They asked her if someone else was there that removed the head, and she said, no, I don't think it was the mumbler. Okay, so his mom or mom's boyfriend. Because somebody didn't call, somebody had to have heard the well, yeah, but somebody still had to have heard the saws going off. Unless mom and mom boyfriend are really hard of hearing, but they didn't seem like it when they were on the stand. Shabizna, she just crazy. She's in a thing all on her own. Well, but maybe after she left. Maybe that's when the mom and stepdad, they seen him not, I don't know. Just don't.
This is not going away. But you have an opportunity right now to make things right for yourself. They'll start moving in a right direction. You start to have an opportunity for closure for his parents, for your children. Understand what? Lord, this is simply amazing. In my 22-year career, this is amazing. You sit here and say that. Listen.
Maybe it's because I didn't get rid of it.
Are your fingerprints DNA going to be on either one of those bottles? Why not?
Let me ask you one number.
That one, I don't get anything.
Where did you move these from?
It was in the hallway in the way.
This is all right here.
Right, there's like laying in the hallway in the way.
That's what these are. They're laying in the hallway. Right there.
Like set it up and it was completely full.
So these are tipped over, laying right where they're at. You walk over and set it up and then leave and not set that one?
Yeah, but that was like hours earlier in the day.
What was hours earlier in the day?
Like, maybe 6, 7 in the evening, earlier in the day.
So these are sitting there all day long?
No.
Yes, these are going to the next one. You're just saying that these are in the hallway anyway. They're in the same spot where you just said.
Right, but it was, they're not like that. Well, I'm not sure where it is.
Okay. So, you got this same bottle over at your house? No.
I'll be back. I got to take my dog out, but I'll be on my phone, okay? I know, so maybe Devyn, mom, and her boyfriend were all in on it. Well, they had to have. Because somebody heard the saws going off and didn't call the popo. So they had to have been aware of this happening.
What is this? So you don't even know what it is, you're saying no? Wrong throat? So it's off throat? Yeah. So you said no. You don't have that address? Sit on top of your washing machine.
That is?
Yeah. Listen.
Hey,
That's the long to you because it is, I don't know, it's, listen, you can sit here and say, you think you're shorter.
no, I don't think I'm hurting anybody, but I didn't do this.
Okay.
It's funny because I have the same cleaning.
No. The cell phone that you take, you have to take the cell phone from his house, back to your house, after he's dead, and this split on. His wallet, his keys, things that you're not supposed to have wrapped up in a bag, 8 times, shoved in your underwear drawer. You're the last person to see him, you're the last person to physically assault him, hit him in the head. He's in the exact same spot. You remember everything from him getting these debit cards and EBT cards and which specific gas station and this and that. Go to CVS, he encounters this and the school. He's supposed to be here at 5 a.m. or whatever time to go do all this stuff with taking to school and this and that. Did your girls go to school that day?
I couldn't get him.
Why not?
Because John wasn't there.
Because your kids aren't registered for school? Because your kids aren't registered for school?
I needed to register.
Why does he have to register?
We both had to register them.
No. Both parents go to come back first. They generally don't go to school. So drop the kids off at school on the very first day of school to register them.
Yes, John was supposed to.
Okay, so all of this stuff. And then the only thing that you don't remember is the time that you were denying you're at the house, where 100% you were there for an hour and 4 minutes, running around the room, and that you can't explain. Okay, that's all you. Good luck with that, because that is not going to fly. I think we're done.
Absolutely. And your girls are definitely the reason you can't even have the audacity to get them closer. Shame on you. That's terrible.
Get out of here, let trust me out of this.
Oh, so there's an anger now, huh?
I told you from the beginning I didn't.
Is that how you feel against him?
No! There's not how I feel against him.
I think you're just upset that you got all this and.
No.
First, I think that, you were expecting him to move into your house so soon, so you had to go over to the house.
No.
And kill him at his mom's house, so you wouldn't be the suspect.
No. I said I wanted to live in my house for months.
Yeah, and you were surprised he was actually about proof.
No, because it wasn't only food. He just moved tools and DVDs and stuff. You guys were there.
You said he moved all of this stuff.
Tools and DVDs. I didn't say he moved all this stuff. I said he moved a whole bunch of crap.
Okay. Do you want to get somebody to transport him? I know.
Let me see what else is right here.
Okay. Do you understand that it does not sound even feasible? No, just answer my question. You explained everything except an hour and 4 minutes, and after you hit it in the head, that you don't remember.
Yes, because I had nothing to do with it.
That's not answering the question.
Yes, I said yes.
So if that's not feasible to you, how would it be to a jury or the general
I
public?
didn't say it wasn't feasible to me. I didn't.
Oh, it's feasible. You remember everything except the hour and 4 minutes after you hit somebody in the head. That's what you're saying? You can.
I didn't chop off his head. I can say it over and over again, and I will continue to say it. I didn't say that from the beginning.
What is, you have to have something for the hour and 4 minutes where he was murdered, that you were in the house. That's it. That's the only time you don't remember.
I didn't know I was there that long.
It doesn't matter if you don't.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't remember being there that long. I didn't know I left.
Okay, so is it possible you did it, you don't remember?
Yes, sir. It is very possible.
Okay, how? Have you had moments in the past where you
Yes.
name stuff where?
Yes.
Is that?
Yes, there's things in my past where I cannot remember. And yes, I have talked to my doctor about it. Yes, they're trying to figure out what's going on with me. Yes.
Okay, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but what is wrong with you that you say that?
I don't know. They're testing me now. I think yesterday, for whatever reason, my brain tingled and then I blacked out. And I literally have it on documentation from the doctor, and they were trying to figure out what's going on with me.
Okay, do you take tenants or benzos or anything like that?
I have a whole bunch of pills,
Okay.
and I don't know what they are because they're about 20 different syllables, and I don't know, but I didn't do this. I know I...
Ever been diagnosed with mental illness or?
No.
No.
They were just testing me for everything. I just did an MRI, an EEG. They were doing a whole bunch of other tests. But yes, I mean, the last thing that's happened to me, I remember my brain starts tingling, and then I would wake up. I don't remember doing any of this. I know I don't remember being there that day long. I remember getting my daughter's medication. I remember being home. I don't remember even hitting him like that. I know he was pissing me off, so I hit him, but it wasn't anything where he was dead, he was breathing, he definitely had his head on him. You guys are trying to say I did all this stuff. I did not.
You don't remember, is what you're saying. You don't remember doing any of this. Okay. So that's it. There's a possibility you did, but you don't remember because you were blacked out.
Sir, I'm not a murderer. I'm not an evil person. You guys are telling me that I did all these things, and I'm like,
The next day when you woke up, or I don't think that you went to bed based on the activity and anything like that. Because when we print out a phone thing, everything comes out, it's like minute by minute and everything else. Activity, it appears that you're pretty active the entire night. The next day, what did you do? Did you go to school first, or you went to the oncology? So you drove to school?
yes.
Did you go to the oncology department first, or to school first? Okay, and you got to school?
Yes.
Who did you talk to at school?
School staff at the school. And they said I just had to turn in some paperwork.
Okay.
So I went to my apartment, asked them to take a call me. We were down there, talked to him. She tried to get a paperwork, turned it in.
So we're working on all of this stuff, obviously it's whatever, but video scans from school, video scans from the oncology place, all of this stuff, we had tons and tons. You told us like, hey, we stopped here at this gas station, so we spend the time, we go out there.
Detective, is that when your video storage ran out?
It was.
All right, before you move on, just say, I'm going to take a brief recess.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the rest of this will take us through the rest of the day. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case, whether they speak by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication or social media. You must not reach out to this meeting for media accounts or contact applications. You must not do any research, such as consultation of using the internet or using reference materials. You must not make any investigation, investigate the case, recreate any aspect of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own. You must not form or express anything regarding this case until it's finally submitted to you. Ladies and gentlemen, 3:45 will be recess at 1 o'clock.
All right, for the jury.
Oops, sorry, y'all. I was outside with Leah. I didn't realize they had gone to break. Wow, that was interesting. So much for the...
You had the backup recorder going?
Correct.
I'm going to just play the audio, hopefully around the same time where we just left off.
Yeah, you was long holding out the try to build something like that over, I think it was end of July.
No, I called and get out your arrangements about
Obviously, he's got some money issues and really contributing a lot. It seems like really contributing because of the EDT card.
I apologize, Detective. I'm going to have to back up a couple minutes there.
School staff at the school. They consider can register right to turn in some paperwork. So when they're to my appointment, that's when the detective called me. We were down there talking to him. And she tried to get the order turned again.
So we're working on all of this stuff. Obviously, it's whatever, like videos parents from the school, videos parents from the oncology place. All of this stuff, we had tons and tons. People was like, hey, we stopped here at this gas station. So we spent the time, we go out there and get videos parents from that place. We get videos parents from any place that you said that you were at or could have had, or any place that your phone.
Oh, is that why he had to just back it up because the judge was talking? Is that for real? Grounds for appeal?
Or anything like that, but you have. We had videos around from the entire neighborhood. Streets along the way, in and out, everything else like that. Nothing said anybody else did. And the difference is, where we're at here is, a lot of it looks like it's planned. There's cleaning supplies, there's this, it's the last, when the last lady's supposed to be at home, the cameras are taken down. It looks very plain and methodical. Or is it something that happens and hey, you're angry, you just does me this, that, or I hit him once before and ended up with this. That's the difference.
Why did he just drink that water like that? Like, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I mean, they are looking at you.
And you just say, well, I don't remember.
Well, you can't.
That was very soft there. You're asking about the cameras, and she says he took the cameras down, meaning John?
Yeah, he took the cameras down and he did all that.
Conversations that he had about any of this stuff. You seem to be a very emotion-dependent person based on the conversations between you two. Would you characterize yourself like that, or is that, you don't feel like that? Because everything is very, it seems like there's an issue with the intimacy or something, and then I hate your issue about you're cheating on me, you're this, that, you don't want to text me, and then like a day later, hey, grab you 2 years in bed from the store. Okay, stay at home, I'm coming home. I hate you, liar, cheater. It's very up and down.
Yeah, you must be nervous.
I think I'm the third people you want a divorce. Or it's just fed up, or I don't know what your financial situation is, but I'm assuming he pays some money.
That's why I wasn't really thinking for John,
But John doesn't really have money to pay, right?
like I said, he's gonna try to help.
I'm trying to, obviously, like, you just had to help him out with some money with his mom, right? You and his mom didn't give him some money? Well, he told somebody that you and his mom helped him out pay the drug bill or something like that for, I think it was end of July.
No, I called and, they arranged his phone, and I didn't pay him.
Obviously, he's got some money issues and not really contributing a lot. It seems like what he really contributed was with the EBT card.
Yes.
But he can't pay bills on the EBT card.
But she's willing to accept me.
I'm saying it was with you. And he's was paying on her own.
Yes, but I did was I was going to rent out my home. It's not. I really wasn't so much of a financial burden on myself. Except it doesn't matter who it was. It was the John, whatever you're.
Was it a year thing to like try to get back to John, or how did that come about?
No, trying to sort it out as friends and just talk about my own thing, but
did you have any sort of relationship with Ted or with him? Do you ever go over to the house or anything like that? Just give me a second, I just looked in your care, or who was your doctor that is dealing with the loghouse?
I don't remember her name. Just got a new doctor.
What do you need phone?
Is that first med? I don't remember her name.
She's that first med?
They all look like they're about to go to sleep, y'all. Oh, God, I just lost it. There we go.
I just started talking to myself.
What was that?
2 minutes ago.
Were they playing a game?
Oh, did she have an appointment herself, or?
Yeah, she's one that set the neurology appointments and everything.
So we should have family care?
Yes. Just a EEG.
How's the EEG?
There's a way to...
Magazine?
Yes.
Detective, well, I tried to stop it right at an hour, 20 minutes. Fair to say that there's about 3-4 minutes left, and it's just mainly medical stuff and nothing, no more real questioning related to what we've been discussing.
Detective.
Judge, I will pass the witness at this time.
Okay. Cross.
Yes, thank you. Detective, it was you and Detective, was it Christopher?
Correct.
Conducted this interview?
Yes.
Fair to say it was a fairly confrontational interview.
Fair to say yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've got your partner in this interview saying you're not going to tell us the same bullshit that you told Ozella, correct?
Correct.
You've been trained in interview techniques, correct?
Yes.
You would agree with me that the primary starting point in the police academies is the Reed technique.
I don't know about the police academy, but I've heard of it.
You've heard of it. Is there another named technique that you were taught through the course of your training as a detective and a police officer?
Open-ended questions. I believe the Reed technique's more of a structured course technique where you rely on rapport more in the beginning.
You would agree with me that when you sat down and you began your interview, you were convinced that she had committed the crime.
Correct.
Your partner was convinced that she had committed the crime.
Correct.
You would agree with me that through this process and up until this time that we heard this interview, which started, was it at 6:54 p.m.?
Yes.
You and everyone else involved basically reached the conclusion that she was the guilty party, correct?
Yes.
So you'd agree with me that you went in there not necessarily with a motive to find out information, but to get her to confess to the crime, correct?
We were trying to confront her on the evidence that we had that she was not admitting to.
Well,
I mean, there's relationships about her daughters, threats concerning her daughters, correct? You want to see your daughters, questions along those lines, correct?
No.
We listened to them. It was brought up, her daughters, correct?
Her daughters, but we never threatened that she wanted to see her daughters.
That she needs to cooperate, that she needs to give up information, correct? And it's clear in the video, the daughters, the theme of the daughters was employed to try and get her to confess to a crime, correct?
To admit to the evidence that we were confronting her on.
Beginning of the interview, she's sitting there, she's already been cuffed, correct?
Correct, she was under arrest.
You had said at the very beginning of you, I know it's been a long day, correct?
Yes.
You had made reference to her with a defeated look, correct?
I believe that was Detective Christopher, but yes, that was brought up.
You were both in there, correct?
Yes.
There was reference made to her having been Mirandized earlier that day, correct?
Correct.
There was also reference made to where she had been told earlier that day that Johnathan had been decapitated, correct?
Correct.
She was being confronted with evidence that things that you knew in an attempt to get her to capitulate and to admit to having done something wrong. Fair to say?
Correct.
In fact, there's one point, it was early on in the interview, there's a talk about you and your partner's collective experience all the years. Do you recall that?
Yes, I do.
How many years was told to her?
It was 40.
40. And then that's followed with, this shit's gonna get real, correct?
Sounds right.
There was reference made to State's Exhibit 12, this photograph, correct?
Yes.
And it was at about 16, maybe 16:01 on the interview, correct?
That photo?
Yes.
I won't dispute that.
State, will you agree? It's about 16 minutes. It states here, hand-drawn picture by Devyn Michaels, correct?
At the top of it?
Yes. If I may approach her. Actually, may I publish this? Thank you. This has been admitted. Push this button. Okay. I'm a Luddite, but that's... States right here, hand-drawn picture by Devyn Michaels, correct?
Correct.
But we can see in the interview, she just draws one straight line, correct?
Yes.
The rest of these, the elements to this, the head, the bed, the pillows, the headboard, that's supplied after she's drawn a straight line, correct?
Yes.
So it wasn't a hand-drawn picture by Devyn Michaels, it was simply a line drawn by Devyn Michaels, correct?
Detective Christopher assisted her because she was obviously struggling in the handcuffs.
Well, you say he assisted her, he drew this whole thing, didn't he?
Yeah, based on what she said, yes.
And the video will speak for itself. She draws a line and then he fills in the rest of this, correct?
Correct.
Which is, he's obviously doing that in an attempt to make it match the photograph that's ultimately showed to her, correct?
No.
You'd agree with me that, well, and you're a police officer, but people get nervous when they speak to cops, correct?
Yes.
People get nervous when they get pulled over for a mere traffic ticket, correct?
Absolutely.
I mean, you'll agree with me that through your experience as a detective, sometimes people break down, correct?
Yes.
They may say things that they didn't necessarily do. Is that fair to say? You
Yes.
know where I'm going with this, but isn't
Yep.
that right?
Yep.
She had been interviewed multiple times prior to your interview, correct?
Correct.
We've heard that. There's been multiple interviews, correct?
Yes.
There's been multiple denials presented to her in reference to having committed a crime, correct?
Yes.
But nonetheless, you and other members of law enforcement keep returning and speaking to her, correct?
Yes.
And that's done with the intent of eliciting some sort of a damaging admission. Fair to say?
Y'all, I forgot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm not very good at, y'all, I'm still learning too. I can't wait till I get more people in here and I can talk to people and people will listen to me because I do like to talk, but there's no one to talk to. So, but I do like to watch trials. So I guess I'm here for a reason. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks to Cindy and Kathy for supporting me tonight. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, Saturday at 9 o'clock my time, Central Time, Iowa time, I'm going to do the Dima Tower trial that happened this week. I think it's just a few days long. Tomorrow they have closing arguments. So Saturday, hopefully they'll have a verdict tomorrow because the trial wasn't really that long. So, and it's pretty cut forward. No pun intended. It's pretty straightforward on what happened. So, but his police interview is something else. But yeah, we'll keep going in this one.
It would, yes.
A great deal of emphasis was placed upon the timing in that house, correct?
The hour, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Yes.
You keep talking about an hour and 4 minutes.
Correct.
Over and over and over again, correct?
Yes.
We've heard testimony from a person that's pretty into time, that she came down to clean about 1 a.m., all right?
Yes.
And she testified that she spoke to Devyn for about 15 minutes, all right?
Okay, I didn't know the length of time, but I knew that they met in the kitchen at 1 o'clock.
And we do have video evidence, and some issues been made about the completeness of it, but the video evidence, we have her leaving the house at 2:04, all right?
Yes.
So we're not really talking about an hour and 4 minutes. We're talking about 49 minutes, correct?
Okay.
Much less time, correct?
Not considerably, but yes, less.
She had told you that she was cleaning things up when Yoko was there, correct?
Dishes that she handed to Yoko.
And if I told you that we have testimony from Yoko, that there was dishes, alcohol bottles, things of that nature, you'd have no reason to disagree, correct?
Correct.
If we heard testimony from Yoko that that room, and it wasn't a door, it was a sheet, but was open and the light was on in there, would you have any reason to disagree with that?
With Yoko?
Yeah.
No, I would not.
It's clear, and we've heard a great deal of evidence over the last week and few days, that a move was going on, correct?
Yes.
Fair to say that when one moves one's belongings from one home to another, it can be a bit chaotic.
Yes.
Things can get misplaced or perhaps taken from one house to another inadvertently.
Yes.
There has been testimony concerning Johnathan's wallet and that he had actually lost that wallet the previous day. You're aware of that?
No, I'm not.
That there's texts which are now in the evidence, right, Mike? Yes. Where it's shown that Johnathan had lost his wallet the day before and he was communicating with Devyn.
I'm unaware, but I don't dispute that.
But a great deal of evidence was made concerning that wallet and Johnathan's belonging, and there's some idea that somehow that was evidence of guilt or that she was trying to hide something, correct?
Yes.
Come to find out, Johnathan had a habit of losing things and drinking, and she had taken his things. She'd received them from Johnathan, okay?
All right.
There's been evidence concerning the phone that was taken, Johnathan's phone, okay?
Yes.
There was never a statement by her, I took his phone on purpose, correct?
No, I don't believe she ever said anything like that.
Fair to say that, she arrived home at 2:42?
That sounds right.
And I'm just talking about from the 6th to the 7th right now, so I won't have to keep saying
Yes,
the date.
I
But
understood.
you agree with me, it's reasonable to believe that maybe someone may take someone's phone by accident. Fair to say?
Possibly.
Someone may take another's keys, either by accident or on purpose, if that person's been drinking. Reasonable?
It's happened before, I assume.
And if I were to tell you that there are a number of texts from Yoko, who was living with Johnathan up until the time of his move, and there was a lot of concerns that Yoko had about his drinking and driving, would you have any reason to disagree with me?
I have no knowledge of that, but I would not disagree.
You'd agree with me that it's got to be a pretty stressful situation to be arrested for the murder of somebody.
Yes.
And she had been arrested and handcuffed prior to your interviewing her, correct?
Yes.
She had cooperated and given multiple statements to law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
You're aware of statements, and we've heard them concerning Johnathan, although she said she wasn't cut. She had said that he had said something about injuring his hand in reference to a white table. You're aware of that?
I don't believe I am.
White table was found at her place. They had moved it. You aware of that?
I don't believe I am.
Okay. You'd agree with me, people can injure themselves moving.
Yes.
Common sense.
Yes.
Every time law enforcement engaged her, it was with the purpose of trying to get something incriminating against her. And I keep stressing that because that's clearly what you were trying to do, correct?
What I was trying to do?
Yeah.
Correct.
And others with whom you were working.
Correct.
You had asked her about what Johnathan was wearing when she left, correct?
Yes.
And she said he was wearing boxer shorts, boxers, correct?
She did.
She stayed consistent with that, correct?
Yes.
But you had a photo, and it's been evidence that the boxer shorts were gone, correct?
Yes. That's what she honed in on the picture.
She noticed, yeah. He had boxer shorts on when I left, correct?
Yes.
There was a discussion concerning cleaning materials at Yoko's house, and we'll just refer to that, the Palladero house as Yoko's house, correct?
Yes.
You were aware, you've seen photos, or perhaps you were there. There was a lot of cleaning supplies in that house, wasn't there?
I was not there. I was not, never went into that house. I was on scene, but never went in. Cleaning supplies that I was aware of were the ones in the hallway there, the evidence photos.
Are you aware of a photo that's now in evidence at Yoko's bathroom where it's lined with cleaning supplies?
I don't believe I am.
Okay. There was cleaning supplies in the hallway, correct?
What I just referenced, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And in the bathroom, I mean, there's a lot of cleaning supplies in that house, correct?
I would not disagree. I wasn't in there, though.
Fair to say that she has been interviewed over and over again, and her statements, protestations of not having done anything to Johnathan weren't getting her anywhere. Fair to say?
What do you ask?
That through her various interviews and her, I said protestations, her saying over and over again she didn't do this, wasn't getting her anywhere, correct?
Correct.
She gets arrested, her daughters are brought up, she's threatened with nobody's going to believe with what she's going to say, and then she tells you about hitting him in the head, correct?
Correct.
And that's it, correct? In your interview. I mean, she talks about hitting him in the head with something
Yes.
near the bed,
So
correct?
she hits him, and there's points where she says that she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
It's possible, but she just doesn't remember.
Okay, and we'll get to that. But you'd agree with me that hitting somebody in the head, assuming that happened, is different than killing them and decapitating them.
Yes, absolutely.
She actually points out that hitting him in the head with something is a completely different matter, or something to
Yes.
those, correct?
Yes.
An object that Johnathan may or may have been hit in the head with was not recovered, correct?
Yes, that's accurate.
There were no power tools, specifically a mechanical powered saw that was recovered, correct?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm wrong.
Or any instruments that may have been used to sever the head.
Not that I'm aware of, but I wasn't informed of that.
You'll agree with me that there's a lot of pressure, societal pressure to solve a crime, especially a heinous crime, fair to say?
Absolutely.
I mean, this was obviously number one on the list of priorities on the cases that you were working on. Find the murderer in this case, fair to say?
Correct.
Get closure for this case, correct?
Yes.
You'll agree with me when there's this kind of pressure, shortcuts may be taken.
I wouldn't say that.
It's easier to focus on one defendant, one object. Hey, we do know that she was there versus someone else, fair to say? It's the shortest distance between 2 points.
Are you asking why she became a suspect?
Hey, she was the easiest person. She was there that night, fair to say?
That among other things, but yes.
Yeah. She had said repeatedly that they were together that night. We know she was, correct?
Yes.
In fact, they had been together late the night before. You're aware of that?
Yes.
She was consistent and remained consistent through the course of your interview that John was alive when she left.
He was breathing, which you would say yes.
She never told you in that interview that she took his head, did she?
She did not tell us that.
Is this the first case that you've been involved with concerning the decapitation?
Yes, I can't think of another
So
one.
Devyn can't
Yeah,
breathe?
it's a very rare occasion. I mean, it doesn't
Yes.
happen, at least here in this country, correct?
Correct.
Let me ask you this, and this is an aside, but I believe you may be the last detective we have an opportunity to speak concerning. I mean, was luminol used, do you know, in this? Was anything checked? I mean, there's been talk about times, things like that.
I can't testify to that. I don't know. I wasn't aware.
Okay. So based on your interview with her, she hits him in the head, and now we know it's about 49 minutes she leaves, correct?
She's in the house for at least till 2:04.
Okay. That'd be a lot of time to actually decapitate somebody, clean it all up, and get rid of all the evidence, correct?
Be a considerable amount of time.
It's a pretty tight timeline to get rid of. I mean, obviously, we've heard testimony that, I mean, if you decapitate a person, it creates a mess. We've seen photographs that there was a fair amount of blood, correct?
Yes.
But there was none on her.
She told you that she didn't take anything out of that house, correct? And it was in reference to a weapon or a head or, correct?
Yes, I would say that's what she's referencing because she was moving some of her daughter's belongings.
Yeah. She had told you that she was moving things around, correct? I mean, we know that she was moving, and I mean, that's consistent with what she told you. Is that right?
Yes, and she brought some of her daughter's belongings to her vehicle.
Yeah, so they're in the process of a move, correct?
Yeah.
She tells you that she leaves and then goes to a drugstore, correct?
CVS, yes.
And we've seen the video of that. Obviously, you've reviewed that.
Correct.
She's wearing a white shirt, correct? Rolls in and gets a prescription for her daughter, correct?
I don't recall the color of the shirt, but I would say yeah.
Yeah, and that's right after this decapitation is alleged to have occurred, and she's been supposedly cleaning this up, correct?
Correct.
And then she goes home. 2:42, I believe you said the time was?
She arrives home, yes.
That's consistent with what she had told you, correct?
Yes.
In your understanding. There was talk concerning her going to the school the next morning, and you're aware of, she did go to school the next morning to try and enroll her daughters. You aware of that?
I believe that's, yes.
We do know that she went to a gas station, Funnies, correct?
The next day?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of that.
There is minimization that you and your partner, and I'm just going to kind of refer to you as one because we saw both of you sitting there. It was the two of you basically with her on the other side, correct?
Correct.
You're both large men. I mean, I'm pointing out the obvious, but I mean, you're in shape. You're a big guy, correct?
I would say average, but...
Okay. I'm going to disagree with you, but so is your partner. He's a pretty beefy guy too, isn't he?
Okay.
I mean, you can see it. It can be intimidating, correct?
We did consider that. Like I said, this wasn't an interview room. It was a conference room. It's a larger room. Typically, when we do interviews, we sit next to and across from. We had her seated at the head of the table, and we sat back a little bit.
She's handcuffed.
Correct.
That kind of changes the dynamic a little bit, the power dynamic, doesn't it?
Well, she's under arrest, yes.
Yeah. And she was placed under arrest prior to your interviewing her.
Yes.
She's told at the very beginning of this interview that she's going to fess up. She's going to help you. It's going to help her to give you information, correct? And that precedes her talking about hitting him in the head, correct?
I don't think exactly that, but I would say that works, yeah.
And then the jury has this video. I mean, the video speaks for itself.
Yes.
It's after this that then this idea about her hitting him in the head with something comes about, correct?
I don't recall the exact timeline, but it's obvious we've seen it.
Yeah. And through the course of this interview, nothing more than that, correct? Correct? I mean...
Nothing more than what?
Than that. She hit him in the head with something. He left and he was breathing, correct?
She, at the end, she said that she waited around to make sure he was breathing. Yes.
Yeah. He was alive.
Yes.
You are aware of the phenomena of false confessions, correct?
I've heard of it.
They happen, don't they?
Yes.
You're aware of case studies by social scientists where people actually admit, and usually it's murder, to something having committed a crime they didn't in fact commit, correct?
Yes.
We have the Central Park Five, and we have other, in fact, the Innocence Project. A third of those guys admitted, if he knows.
This is testimony. He's not an expert, and I would refute any alleged science behind that.
There's a lot of it.
Mr. Director, he's not here to testify as an expert and talk to him about what he did, but we're not getting into things that are not an issue in this trial.
Let me ask you this. Have you received training concerning false confessions and the dynamic where they occur?
I don't believe so.
But you'll agree with me that they do occur?
Yes.
One more question on this subject. They tend to occur more concerning murder cases than others.
I wouldn't know that.
Okay.
What's he smiling about?
It's
Oh, he
only
reminds
after
me of my ex-husband.
You and your partner are basically swearing at her,
Looks just
telling her
like
that
him.
shit's going to get real, saying about the kids and John, but then she kind of has this where she doesn't quite remember, correct? It's fair to say, and that's a fair summary of what occurred during this interview.
No, I believe initially she was saying that she just left. She just left, and we confronted her on the evidence that she was there, and then she says, I don't remember.
Okay, but, well, she's there, says she left, she's confronted, she's under arrest, she's handcuffed, and then we kind of get this story about maybe she hit him in the head with something. Fair to say?
Sorry, what was that timeline again?
Yeah. The video starts, she's handcuffed, she's
Yes.
under arrest, okay?
Correct.
Where we hear that she's been Mirandized previously that day, okay?
Yes.
Her first story is that, she says that she just left, and then when that doesn't help you to get her to admit to something, it gets confrontational. Fair?
That's when we tell her that, hey, we have evidence that you were there, you didn't just leave.
Okay. And then after this confrontation, and the evidence will speak for itself, then this idea that well, maybe she did something, correct? Maybe she hit him in the head, correct?
Correct.
And then there's more that goes on, and we see it. Your partner's getting, passionate, correct?
Yes.
But she never says, and it's after that, then she's like, well, maybe I have a memory issue, correct?
She tells us that she's taking medication for memory loss.
And if I told you that she does take medication for that, would you have any reason to disagree with me? She has a medical history.
I don't.
So it's in response to this confrontation that she's saying, well, I don't know. There's parts of that night maybe I don't remember, correct?
Yes.
And that's in response to the confrontational position that you and your partner, the two of you, are taking against her, correct?
I think that's more us presenting the evidence that she's there.
So it
and she
wasn't
doesn't have a...
confrontational, your voices weren't raised, you're
I
yelling
don't
at
think
her.
it was that confrontational.
To you, maybe. Okay, you've got a 230-pound woman that's handcuffed with you, correct?
Yes.
And then it's after that, then we see that there's, well, maybe I don't remember something, correct?
Correct.
But then later, she actually gets passionate with you and says, I did not do this, correct?
Yes.
Why is Devyn breathing like that?
And she consistently denies having killed Johnathan, correct?
Correct.
She consistently, and she even looks at the photo through this and she's like, I didn't do that, correct?
At one point, yes.
There's discussions to do what's going to happen after she's not going to be able to go home and things like that, and that was the last part of this interview, correct? And I'm not trying to confuse. I'm not trying.
Yeah.
We heard, and we heard that the tape or the video, the capacity was full, so we lost the video towards the last part of this, correct?
Yes.
And the rest of this interview is captured on the little handheld recording device, correct?
Correct.
She's done, correct? I mean, she's being taken away. It's done, correct?
Yeah. Well, prior to even when the video was going, Detective Christopher steps out to get a patrol officer to transport her, and then I just sit there until the patrol officer shows up. But we have a conversation. Yes.
Okay. I can have the court's indulgence then. It's fair to say, for all intents and purposes, then this case is done and we're here now for trial, correct?
For my part.
Yeah.
I did not the end of it, but that was the end of it.
That was your part.
Correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Just real quickly, Detective, the point of talking to a person multiple times, it's different in different types of cases. Would you agree with me?
Absolutely.
And here we have a very glaring piece of evidence that's missing, correct?
Yes.
And John had children, 3 of them, right?
Yes, he did.
He had 2 little girls
And the son.
and parents, and who probably want to put on a funeral for him.
Yes.
Was one of your main objectives in this interview attempting to find out what she did with the head?
It was. Obviously, we always try to give the family some closure or whatever, but obviously finding a severed head would obviously help the family, I believe, with, some closure.
I'll pass on this.
No, thank you.
Do the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, start with our accused. Thank you very much for your testimony again today.
Thank you.
State, can you call your next witness?
At this time, the state would rest its case.
Okay.
Oh, the state is resting.
The state has rested their case. We are going to take our night recess at this point. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case or its merits.
All right. Well, the state's rested. So tomorrow the defense will bring on their case. We'll see what they have to say. Starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know. It all depends on how my morning is. I'm not sure what he's doing. First he says he's going to Missouri, then he isn't, and all kinds of crap. So I have to do laundry and stuff. So if not, I'll be here afterwards. And it's good to let it get ahead a little bit so you can do a speedy trial and not have to work through all the breaks and stuff. I cannot stand I have to find something to do during the breaks. All right. Well, anyways, y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, Saturday morning, I'm going to do a speedy trial. The Dima Tower, the adoptive teen trial, Jennifer and Robbie Tower. So join me for that. And in the meantime, don't forget tomorrow I'll be live for this trial, and then we'll see how that all goes. All right, have a good night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and be safe. Bye-bye.